Now they can hear it.
Okay.
So they couldn't hear the intro, but it's okay.
So it's just a...
I don't think so.
So they didn't hear any of the music...
They didn't hear any of the music.
Until we started talking.
Yeah. Now they hear the music. Now they hear us.
All good songs start a third of the way through.
Yeah,
guys.
when the
it's okay.
When the beat drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're here.
Welcome everybody to the Wanger Show.
It's working.
Cody is here. Brian is here.
Brian's here.
Christian's not here.
Christian's not here.
Alex was busy.
Alex was busy.
RB3 was busy.
RB3 was busy.
Ken was busy.
Ken was busy.
Mark was busy.
Mark was busy.
Frank was busy.
Frank.
I think Grace was out of town. And then Eric is out of town.
Eric will be here soon?
I think so.
Oh,
September,
here comes my buddy. Oliver, come here, buddy.
The 30th show, I think.
Here,
Did he just open the door by himself?
Yeah, that door
What
doesn't...
an impressive specimen you are, man. Oh, my goodness.
That door does not close fully.
This guy, he's like, he started the show without me.
Yeah, he knew.
What's going on, buddy?
This is Oliver, guys. Welcome to the Wanger Show. What number is this?
This is episode number, I think, 374, and the Pokemon today, Brian.
Oh, the Pokemon today.
Is Belgium.
Belgium.
Isn't that the Newsroom quote? What's that?
What's that?
The freaking monologue from the first episode of the Newsroom.
Why is America the best country in the world? Why is America the best country in the world?
Yeah, it's the ones that all of our Facebook friends posted. We're like, this is the truth.
Yeah.
But the way he says Belgium, that always makes laughs. Like, Belgium, come on, they have freedom. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Jeff Daniels?
Yeah.
Great actor. Great actor.
What's he up to these days?
I don't know.
He did some more Sorkin projects, didn't he? He did the Steve Jobs movie.
He was in that?
Yeah.
With
he played,
Michael Fass?
Yeah, that movie's so good. I talk about it all the time.
Really?
God,
that's one of your top?
In the last 10 years? Hell yeah.
Oh,
that thing, I rewatched that
Has it been 10 years?
That was 2015, I want to
say.
say.
Wow. That was 2015?
Yeah.
That was Steve Jobs. What was the Kuchar one?
That was...
Just Jobs? Okay. That one was eye-rolling.
I hate...
What do you hate?
Okay, this one's called Steve Jobs. What are we going to call Jobs, or vice versa, whichever one fucking came out first.
I think Jobs came first.
I think technically there was a Funny or Die video or movie
with
the joke was that they wanted to be the first Steve Jobs
movie.
And I think Justin Long played him, I want to say.
I could see that. That sounds really familiar.
I think.
Remember the Funny or Die days?
Oh, I remember bombing my intern interview for them. That was
I was gonna say, what are you bombing? I remember bombing.
I remember bombing.
Oh
God, Cody. Yeah, I interned there for an internship. This was 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
So this is
completely failed. This is my first ever interview in
really?
I guess Hollywood. And I was completely unprepared.
Wait, how'd you find an interview for funnyordie.com?
That's a great question.
Because Cody, this is 2014.
Yeah, I want to say
your senior year of Cal State Fullerton.
Okay, so there was.
You're like, I see a job posting for funnyordie.com.
I can't remember if I found it off entertainmentcareers.net, which is a good site, by the way.
It's been around for a while.
Yeah, that's how I found
Funny or Die.
My actual internship, I think that I did.
Wow.
There's also a. Do you remember the Temp Diaries? I think it was called.
No, that was the Tempest.
Okay, that was just a play, Cody.
No, I don't.
I think it was along the lines of oh man, for a long time there were these faceless industry accounts, like Bitter Script Reader and Mystery Executive, which I think was a
faceless
was turned out to be someone who wasn't even an exec. Whole drama 10 years ago. But anyway, one of them was the Temp Diaries, I think it was called. It was supposed to speak for interns and
Oh, so you're saying it was a forum for interns
for
to just shit on everything?
Yes. Oh yes, because there was oh man, now it's coming back to me.
I don't remember any of this.
You know the blacklist, the screenwriting list that comes out at the end of every year?
Of course.
They did one called the Brown List, I think, that released the most the execs that people didn't like to work for.
Oh, okay.
And it was stuff like that. Anyway, that guy also had a job posting
Wait, that guy who created that website?
Yeah, he also frequently updated a job search board, whatever the term is that I'm looking for. And I want to say I found it on that.
Funny or Die. This is all going back to Funny or Die.
Either that or Entertainment Careers. Doesn't matter because the did not do very well. I remember it ended Oh man, that
Wait,
interview.
let's start.
Oh,
so
no.
you get an email, you get a phone call. How does this go?
I think I remember getting an email saying, "Yeah, come on in. You're an intern. We don't need you to have an experience or anything like that." And at first, it started out with me driving all the way to
where their headquarters.
They were next to Paramount.
Oh, Hollywood.
Yeah, like
off
down
of
there.
Melrose.
And that's back when I lived in Corona.
Oh my
so
God.
that was rough. That was like a 2.5 hour drive.
Of course.
And I remember that being their first question. And I think when I told them that, they already had made up their minds. Like,
Wait, they asked if you.
They asked where I lived.
They can't ask that.
Oh,
Well, they're not supposed to like
did.
Decide based off that.
I want to say it was on my resume. So.
Okay, don't do that. Oh man, the things I wish I do now. I had a job interview like months ago. I was like, yeah, answering the questions so wrong, and I'm like, oh, the things I know now, I definitely wouldn't have done that.
No.
But yeah, so 10 years ago, I would not list my residence.
I want to say it wasn't even just the city; it was the full address.
Put your full address.
I want to say I did.
Oh my God. Apartment number.
At that point, I think they had made up their minds because they're funny. I had a big company at the time. They probably have a ton of interns applying for this shit.
Oh yeah.
And then I remember the next question being like, "So what made you want to intern here?"
Oh.
And in your head, you're like,
"This is a home run."
In your head, because I'm like, I need an internship. I mean, that's why I'm here.
You don't answer literally.
I didn't think of a good enough answer, so I was like, I've been a fan since The Landlord.
That's fair.
And I thought that'd be like a good icebreaker to be like, I know your guys' work. This is great.
Of course.
But apparently they were expecting more because there was no response after that.
Okay. Well, you have to continue with more.
No.
You can't just say, well, I've been a fan since The Landlord.
Yeah, 22-year-old
End of
Cody.
sentence.
Yeah, that was mine.
End of
that
sentence.
was mine. And then, so at that point, they're like, we need to end this fucking thing. And I think they asked like 2 or 3 more questions.
Oh, really?
And
it was like a 10-minute interview?
Oh yeah, so quick.
Yeah.
And I remember, oh man, now it's coming back to me. Now they kept me waiting for like 45 minutes too, like in the lobby. I kept waiting to see like, is John C. Reilly gonna walk?
That was a power move right there. Like, look at that intern wait.
Yeah, like
look at him drive up. They're laughing at you. This guy came from Corona. Get a little of this guy.
He's wearing a button-up and jeans. Look at this fucking
kid. Look at this guy.
Adam McKay and Will Ferrell just staring and pointing, laughing from their beautiful fucking offices.
This
probably.
Guy.
So that didn't go well for me. But after that, I got an actual internship at a production company. I guess that was my interview experience that I needed there.
And
I just needed one to know how badly I fucked up.
I went through
because my next one that I actually did get. They asked the where I'm from drive question again.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, hour and a half. It's like, it was only 90 minutes. Not a big deal at all.
You didn't even, wait.
I lied. I totally lied.
But like, why not lie better and say like, I'm like 20 minutes down the road?
No, because they knew, because again, it was on my resume. So
Take it off.
I didn't learn that lesson yet. So... Yeah, so they knew, like, they're like, so where's Corona, basically, is what they asked. And I was like, it's 90 minutes away. On a good day, it's 30 minutes. Sure.
At 1 o'clock in the morning.
And I remember everything else in that interview, I did pretty damn well.
Okay.
Like
so they asked, why did you want to be, why did you,
yeah, I looked up their library of movies that they had, and I was like, I liked all these things, and I just want to know how you guys...
Like, I approve.
Yeah.
And now I want to work with you.
I like these movies, and that was it. Again, no. Yeah. I just said, I'm interested to see how you guys operate and stuff like that, all that bullshit. And then they asked for, my taste in movies and stuff. I was like, these are fucking easy. Let's go.
Let's go.
So just listen that all off.
Jurassic Park.
I hit it off with the guy. And then at the end, he's like, so 90 minutes, huh? I'm like, yep, just 90 minutes. Not a big deal. And he's like, okay. And then a few days later, he sent me an email saying, I got it.
You got it?
Like, fuck yeah.
You got it.
And then I drove 2.5 hours.
Every time.
Every day to get down there.
Was it paid or not paid?
That was not paid. That was academic.
Isn't it crazy? When I did my internship, obviously, I knew of an internship, but I was just like, okay, I understand not getting paid for it. That's what an internship is. You give free experience to not get paid.
In hindsight, wild. And now
crazy.
They reimbursed for gas, which was standard at the time, but I guess
I didn't get that.
I guess the standard reimbursement for gas is only gas that you burn while doing errands for them. So if I was driving, if I was driving to other places in LA, they would reimburse that, but not getting paid from driving to Corona.
No, of course not.
To Burbank,
But what was I going to say? Okay, so I got an internship in college, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to get paid, obviously. And then I go to register for the class
Yeah, because the actual internship is a course within your college, right?
Yes, it's
mine
like
was like $4.95.
Yeah. And you have to pay for that.
Oh yeah.
I was like, are you saying?
Wait, what do you mean? Like it's
for those units, for those credits? You paying for those units?
What do you mean? Like it's not a part of just your tuition that you're paying?
Well, yeah, it's my tuition. Yeah.
But I thought you mean like you're paying extra for like an individual class.
Well, yeah, for that class, like as part of the tuition.
As
if I was taking an actual class with an actual instructor who was teaching me things like how to interview or how to write a resume.
No, just like you're on your own. Give us money.
Yeah, but still, because you're getting experience, still pay us for the credit to graduate. It just blew my mind.
How was your
blew my mind?
How was your school? Was your internship in like the entertainment world?
It was on a production of a movie, so it was temporary. It was I was a
job.
PA.
Yeah, so
I was a PA.
Did your school? Were you in like a film program?
Yeah.
Okay, because mine wasn't. Mine.
You're not.
My degree in radio, TV, film is very valid. Thank you very much. But
it's in the biz.
My
radio, TV, film. Did they change the podcast TV film?
They changed it after. That's a good joke. Sorry, they changed it after I
seriously,
left.
I wish they changed it to podcast TV film.
They changed it to just cinema studies. I think. I was like, fuckers, that sounds so much cooler.
Yeah, mine's cinema and television arts.
Yeah, or something. It might have been something with TV in there too. But
So when I try to apply for a job and it's like, "What's your major?" I'm like, "Cinema and television." Oh, it's not in there. Cinema.
I hate that
cinema's not there.
Mine has to start with radio as well. It's not like film, TV, radio. Radio, TV, film. For the record, the radio class, the one that I took, was fucking awesome.
I'm sure.
I loved it so much.
That's why I got into podcasting, because I took podcasting was blowing up in college.
Yeah.
Around my time, and 2012, 2013.
Same time as,
and I took a course on Pro Tools, on like audio recording, and with the best teacher who like knew the Pro Tools program forwards and backwards. So I'm like, this guy's inspiring. I love fucking audio stuff now. So let me just get into this game.
My radio
and boom, audio
professor was so cool too. Like he took us out for drinks after the midterm. Like it was awesome. He was like, which I don't know if it's allowed, but like he didn't pay for our drinks, for the record. He just said we're having to meet up at the bar after we at Wish. And that was cool. But
you were 22 at the time?
Yes, yes. We were all. I think everyone in the class was able to drink.
This was a 401 class.
Yeah, these are the big dogs.
Yeah.
You gotta earn your stripes.
This is 101
to take
radio 401 in 2012. Which I when you hear a good DJ or a good radio person, you're like, okay, that makes a difference.
Yeah, that guy went to college.
He studied radio.
Where was I go? Okay, so my school
20 years ago, he would have been king.
You would have been fucking killing it on KLOS.
Yes, but now anyone with a microphone.
So my college didn't have a standard film program, so our internship class was through the communications department.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But so
communications.
These people didn't understand, or all their like internships that they help people get set up are all through communications and like marketing and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
No film jobs at all. So like you can either choose one of the ones that we have for you, or you can find one on your own. So that means I had to go find one on my own, which is why I had to go to those sites. And
you know what? That built character out of you.
Yeah.
You had to go search for it.
Yeah, I had to go do something. I can't have shit handed to me.
Yeah.
I got to earn those credits that I got to pay for.
You had to fuck up your Funny or Die interview, and then
it haunts me to this day. I remember driving back. Just that was driving home at like 3:00, so that was probably a 3-hour drive.
Whoa!
Just being like, what did I just do? That was horrible. Because I was really looking forward to it. I was like, that'd be so cool to work there.
Oh yeah,
I can meet Will Ferrell.
You know that's the problem when you go for like a big company or corporation you're a big fan of. You get so thirsty.
Yeah.
You're like you don't want to screw it up. You're like, I'm so nervous. I don't want to mess this up. But then it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Just treat them like they're nothing.
I wish.
Just treat them. It was like if it was a podcast.
Act like you couldn't care less. Go in there like Ben Affleck in Good Will Hunting during those job interviews.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, that's a solid reference.
Okay, I remember.
Come on, retainer.
Okay, I remember.
Come on. Anyway.
Matt Damon didn't want to interview.
So Affleck went for
Affleck.
him. That's the attitude you gotta have.
Yeah. Just say fuck it. Like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
What can you do for me?
Exactly.
Why do you want to hire me? Not why do I want to work?
Exactly. Why do you want me on your team?
That's the kind of mindset you got to have.
That's how I'm applying.
I wish I had that at 22.
God. I wish you had it at 34, whatever you are now. 32.
I wish I had just an ounce of confidence in my life is what I'm saying right now.
Exactly.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, internships are wild. Then I got the Schmoes internship, which was also unpaid.
Of course. Life-changing.
I don't even know if
Life-changing.
I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but I don't even know if that was allowed. But I was there to,
Oh, you weren't, because you weren't a college student.
No, I was just there.
No,
to be fair, I was just there to hang out.
That happened
I was grateful
to me
be there.
Post-college as well.
Yeah.
Like places were just like, oh, we'll hire an intern.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we don't care if you get good credit or
with
not.
With the one that I worked at, they were like, you're welcome to stay on if you want. We can't pay you. But I'm like, so I'm just going to keep driving here for no reason?
So I'm working for free, and I'm not getting college credit.
All this to maybe get an assistant job in like a year? I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do this every day. But
would you be able to be an assistant, like an executive assistant?
That was the dream.
That was
the dream for 22-year-old Cody, because I was like, that's how you be a writer. You be an intern, then you be an assistant, then you get in a writer's room, and then you graduate college and realize that doesn't fucking happen. Because there's millions of people doing that exact same thing.
And
so
better.
It's like, and better than you.
And they know.
That's the key. Either that or they're related to somebody.
Oh yeah. Of course.
But that's so that was my rude awakening. That's why I turned to the Schmoes Know movie show.
And then you're like,
I was like, well, let me take any internship I can.
I'm going to go down this rabbit hole on YouTube. What is this Schmoes Know thing?
And my life was forever changed.
Exactly.
Wow.
Life-changing.
Isn't that crazy? Little butterfly effect moments like that.
Yeah, definitely. I had an internship phone interview for Comedy Central.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Totally botched it.
Because
I was like, I remember at the end of the interview, I was like, so what do I do now?
Yeah. I've never done something that bad, but I had an interview for a job in college that I didn't get. And same thing where I didn't know it was my first interview ever, so I didn't know what the fuck to do.
And I was the guy, so thirsty. I was like, I want to be in the writer's room. I want to work with you guys so much.
I want to make movies.
Yeah.
I remember the guy being like super desperate to have someone work at his probably illegal textbook selling business that he was doing. So he offered me the job anyway, but he said, he's like, you should probably have questions, when you do these interviews.
You didn't have any questions?
I didn't have any.
Oh, no.
He's like, do you have any questions for me? I'm like, nah.
I'm good.
I'm
when
good.
do I start?
Yeah. Ben Affleck attitude. Maybe that's what it was.
Someone in the chat said, where do you see me in 5 years? You tell me.
That was a wild job. I don't know if I told this story. I almost got kicked out of my dorm because...
For what? Were you smuggling textbooks?
So again, yeah. So
what is this?
This was a guy who was... there was a flyer up around the dorms looking for people for part-time work, and they were like, when you sell your textbooks after the semester, right?
Oh, yeah.
Basically that, but you can do it like directly with like a classmate instead of going through the bookstore or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, cheaper or whatever.
Yeah, it's like GameStop when you give it back to sell it back to the place, you get pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. So he was looking for students there to kind of do that for Cal State.
Drug deal?
Yeah, basically he gave me a wad of cash and everything,
Whoa.
like a huge fucking envelope. And then he's like, yeah, get the word out there, put up flyers or whatever around your dorms, around your classes, and then just start talking to people. So I'm like, great. So I put up flyers around the dorms, and I get a call the next day from the head of the the student housing.
Oh yeah,
saying
don't do that.
You're not allowed to advertise here. If you do this again, we're kicking you out of the the dormitories. And I was like,
you were living in the dorms?
This was my freshman year, so I lived in the dorms.
Oh wow.
Year, yeah. And I'm being like scared shitless. I was like, I quit. I'm so sorry. I can't do this. And then he's like, oh my god, seriously. He was like really annoyed. I was like, yeah. So
was this guy in college or?
He looked like it. Yeah, he was very young.
Oh, he's a young guy. So
he was in his 20s for sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I remember it was me and one other girl that got hired, and we were both like, yeah, fuck this. This is too sketchy. We don't want to get
But I mean, there's no law against it, right? Like you can sell anything. Right?
You can sell anything.
You can sell anything.
Taxes, schmaxes. Come on, guys.
But I'm saying say I bought a book myself and I want to sell it or give it away
to me or something.
Yeah.
Like $10. Yeah, same idea.
Yeah. Why? I don't want big government in my pocket.
I think it was just the risk of us getting kicked out of the dorms, which was our big thing, because you had to show proof that you were putting the word out there. That you were trying to sell your book
to the guy.
Yes.
He was like, "Show me proof.
Yes.
Take a photo."
He was like, "Here's flyers. I expect to have all these be gone by the next time I see you." And
wow.
Stuff like that. Yeah, it was.
Or else he had a bat. He was holding a bat. He was just going.
He's pointing at my kneecaps. He's like, "This is gonna go there."
Exactly.
It was so weird. I got handed an envelope of $5,000 in cash.
Really?
It was really strange.
This is true.
Yes.
You got.
He's like, because that's what I was gonna be like. because it was going to be all cash, like with the students I'm selling books to. So I needed to have change back to, or
$5,000 in cash.
I mean, to buy back books. You know how expensive a
Yeah.
a trigonometry book from Cal State Fullerton is, Brian?
Man, I miss math books. Wait, so
is this entertaining at all?
No. Wiley said I love these stories.
Okay, good.
So that's one guy saying that.
Okay.
So
Wiley speaks for all of us.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this guy would say, take this wad of cash.
Here's this envelope that I'm giving you in broad daylight.
Go buy used textbooks
from fellow students.
How would you find these students?
Well, end of the semester, you're always looking to get rid of your books.
Yeah.
So like,
you're like, hey guys, let's meet up and get rid of our books.
So if I'm talking to my fellow students, or like I'd put,
all the guys you talk to about getting rid of your
me
book.
and the boys getting together, or like I'd put the flyers up, which was I guess that was like the main advertising thing, which is why he was so mad that like we weren't doing that, and I was like, we don't want to get kicked out.
So what are those rules? That makes sense as a rule, like no soliciting at the dorm.
Yeah.
That's like I don't I guess like why is that a rule?
The most threatening voicemail I've ever received.
Oh, it was a voicemail.
Oh yeah.
I wish you still had it.
Oh no.
That would be awesome if you still had it.
He's like, we'll have to kick you out, and I just don't want to have to do that.
Whoa.
Those were his words, and it's God.
How old were you?
I was. This was my first. I was 18 still. I think. I want to say I was still 18 because
You're like, oh my God, I don't want to get kicked out of college.
Year in college, and my birthday was in July, so it would have been 18 still.
Whoa.
I was terrified. Yeah.
Oh my God, you don't want to deal with big pharma or big textbook.
You gotta look out for Big Book.
Big Book. They just control.
Big Book doesn't fuck around, man. They'll get you.
Chegg wasn't a thing. Did you?
That
Chegg?
Chegg?
Yeah, that wasn't a thing. Like when I started college, it was like sneaky. Like this one girl was like, "There's this new website. You know the internet? There's the internet.
Yeah.
There's a website called Chegg.com.
I feel like if I saw it, it might remind me.
Which
but no.
pretty much does what you guys were doing, but I guess legally.
I guess it was just easier for us to just go back to the campus bookstore. There was also one that was off-site called Little Professor Bookstore. Shout out to them. They're in Fullerton. They might be in Valencia.
I wish you were. I wish at like the buyback event or whatever, you were waiting outside like, hey, I'll buy that from you. I'll pay cash for it.
Come over here, buddy. I got $5,000 in this envelope here for you.
Why are you wearing a trench coat? It's 90 degrees in Southern California. You don't need a trench coat. These aren't drugs.
Don't ask questions. Just books. I'm carrying all these books in here. Okay?
How much cash you
have? But yeah, so I guess it was just more convenient for people to just go to these mom and pop shops, I guess.
That makes
sell
sense.
Books.
But I would buy. Oh no.
Wiley used Chegg.
Yeah, Chegg was.
It sounds familiar.
It was to rent. You would rent your textbook for the semester and then send it back like a week or so after, or else you get charged a late fee. And it was just to rent textbooks for cheap, like half the price of buying it. Because again, when you buy it, what am I going to hang around a trigonometry textbook for 20 years?
I still have.
You have one?
I was like, I'll rent my screenwriting books. I'll keep all those, and then realized that they just sucked. I remember reading them, and they were like, one was written in like 1985, so like just all the terminology was so dated, and I was just like, this doesn't.
I have an old one over here called what is it called? The Cool Fire by Bob somebody. But yeah, it's a book about trying to break into the television industry in the 70s, and it's so fucking cool.
You just got to work your way up as a co-producer, then you become an associate producer. But what voice am I doing?
Exactly. Yeah. But also like not. Like when you read it, you're like, not much has changed.
Sure.
Like from like production vans and like on-set location shooting and all this stuff, like in multicam, like live switching, like not much has changed. Yeah. It's just the medium, obviously, like digital has changed. But no, it's interesting to see the medium of film and television and radio for that matter.
I would love to follow up with that professor. There was one fucking class. It was once a week, man. That was the best. It was like a 3-hour Monday night class.
Oh, yeah.
And
Monday night.
Yeah, before Wangers. Before I spent my Mondays doing this show, I was doing actual radio with my professor.
You're actually doing like class?
No, we didn't.
What did you learn?
It was mostly history of radio and then just knowing all the terms. like knowing how ads were like inserted and shit like that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
How that was all, how that was all done. Do I remember any of it? No.
No?
But
was the first there was NBC Blue, NBC Red. Do you remember that?
That's sounding familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then that became the affiliates, and then NBC like Red turned into ABC and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Sarnoff. I remember some of it.
Payola, I think, was a term.
That was when people would pay to get their
Yeah.
songs on.
Yeah.
I think.
And
I don't remember learning that.
Anyway, but this one, it was during Halloween, of course, because randomly we were done. There was still like an hour and a half left in class. He's like, "You guys want to?"
I finished
he's like,
everything I wanted to teach you today.
He's like, "I don't have much more for today. Do you guys want to watch a video of me in the '80s singing the Monster Mash?" We're like, "What?" We're like, "What the fuck?" And he pulls up a YouTube video, and it was him like dressed up and like on stage, I guess, just singing the Monster Mash with his buddies.
First of all,
it was the Monster Mash.
I get it. I get the Monster Mash. It's a graveyard smash.
It was a graveyard smash.
If you have an hour and a half left of class, that's the first thing he goes to.
It was Halloween, Brian. It was Halloween.
But he could talk about the history of
No.
War of the Worlds.
I want to know
the
history
scary
of the
shit
Monster
on
Mash. I
radio
want to know the history of
stuff.
this man. He's got the lore that this guy has.
Vincent Price Hour. I don't know anything like historical. But he's like, you guys want to watch me?
He was the fucking
sing
best.
the Monster Mash.
He was the best. Again, we went out drinking with him a few months later. He was awesome.
But also that takes up what, 5 minutes?
we watched it 20 times, Brian. You don't understand. We
5 minutes.
We had to keep
class
running it back.
You have an hour and a half left.
I do remember.
I remember. So I just wish I could see like when it ends. He's like, "So what do you guys think?"
No, we were.
What do you guys want to do
were
now?
Dying laughing during it the whole time. I do think we
have
ran
an
it again.
hour and 25 minutes left.
I think we ran it again and watched it twice. And we were just dying laughing. And I remember showing my friends like the next day. I was like, "You're not gonna believe what Professor. I forget what his fucking name was. Damn it! You're not gonna believe what he showed us."
Professor Radio
and
guy.
Then Professor Radio. We pulled it up on YouTube and showed it to my friends. Oh, it was awesome. It was crazy. My State College, guys, check it out.
State colleges.
That's what you get.
Like, no offense to state college. If you're in a state school, fine. Like, do you. That's what I went to.
Yeah, same.
And to me, it's a step above community college, which is a step above high school.
And it's an expensive step above
yes.
college. Yeah.
Yes. Where I'm like, is it college?
Yeah.
Is it just like high school continued?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even get a good education. I don't even know what continued means.
I don't even know what payola means.
Yeah.
I wish I
applied yourself.
No, I wish I like went to college now with the mind that I have.
Well,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would
Billy Madison
I
style, right there.
appreciate it more now. You know, like in your 20s, you're like like you're like I liked going to college and I liked learning stuff, but I feel like I'd be more excited to learn new shit now than I would.
Would you get
20s.
a master's degree?
Probably not.
No.
I mean, unless it was like really for a field that was really worth it.
Like what?
I was encouraged to do the master's in screenwriting program.
Oh yeah,
at Cal State Fullerton. But I was like, I'm not
by Professor Radio.
Not by Professor Radio. This is Professor Script. She was very nice. She was great. I don't remember her name either. But
so she was like, you should continue. Did Cal State Fullerton have a master's?
Yeah, they had a master's
in screenwriting.
That was their one like big film thing. Like I mentioned, like there were more communications, but like in terms of like film, like they just started a master's program specifically for screenwriting. And I guess she was one of the people that was running it. She was really encouraging me. I was like, I can't spend that much more money
another $100
on
grand,
something that is absolutely not guaranteed.
Yeah. No, I was in between because I went to community college and I was like, I want to do film because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
No. Film's a fun major. It's just,
I'm glad I did film. Maybe just how much was spent on college. Maybe not so much.
I
like the career path I chose.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'd
say so.
Part of me is like, I should have got like a business degree or something that I could, make money off of.
I feel like even if
pay my
be
loans, but live off of.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But I like the experience of production, and I love production, and I love post production and film, all this stuff.
I had
multimedia.
What I felt like was a very mature decision when I was 18, and I was like, you can do something like get a business degree or something like that. You can do that.
Boring.
But are you going to be 50 and then like be bored and be like, I wonder if I did that.
Regret.
My passion.
I
wonder what would have happened if I explored that instead. So I didn't want that. I was like, I wanted to. I wanted to be able to say I gave it a try.
Oh yeah.
You know. So I was like, let's do it. I'd watch Collateral, and I was like, I was just motivated. I was like,
exactly.
Jamie Foxx is inspired at the end of that. That movie changed my life, man.
Of course.
So yeah, I think that was my
was Collateral
decision.
the one that like got you into
movies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I told you what movie got me into it.
You probably did. Did I?
Did you
receive
remember
that
No.
information?
No.
Do I remember your name? No.
No,
Was
Professor. Fargo is it for me?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like anybody. Like, well, I mean, I'm American. You know, I'm American. We all like the movies.
Yeah.
We all like the summer flicks. We like the Oscars. We like what?
So Fargo's when you realize like they could be like awesome.
Yes.
And like kind of like art is the weird way
a
to
pretentious
phrase
way,
it, but like it can be more than just like something that's entertaining for 2 hours. It can be something you can think about after you watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get me.
I get
you know,
you, bro.
get me.
I get you.
No, that's
Fargo's my collateral. We got this.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying the men you're saying this.
Yeah. No, so and it was like freshman year of community college. I just took like bullshit classes trying to like start off my college career of just like, I don't want to like go crazy, you know, take chemistry or whatever or something, physics, something hard right away. I'll take it was called like motion picture appreciation.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I
it was
wish
fun.
I had that fucking class.
And I remember that I'm Facebook friends with my teacher, Teresa Villeneuve.
Professor Motion Picture Appreciation.
She was a great, fun teacher. I appreciated the hell out of her.
Yeah.
And I remember I was making friends with this guy, my seatmate next to me. He was like, because we were actually taking like legit tests on movies and like studying terms and all this stuff. Yeah. Denouement, mise en scène. Have you heard of it?
Studying
mise en
Godard.
scène. Yeah, Godard.
Yeah.
We watched Breathless.
Oh man.
And then the guy next to me, he's like, "Did you think this class was gonna be like this?" And I was like, "No, but it's fun."
Yeah.
Like,
was he the opposite of it, or was he?
He didn't like it.
Okay.
He's like, I thought we can just watch movies and fucking
yeah,
talk
there were
about
always those people in
Ninja
those
Turtles
classes,
or Marvel wasn't a thing back then, but
yeah.
But he's like, yeah, I thought this was like just a jerk off class that you can just jerk off at.
I was looking forward to masturbating in class, Brian, and I'm not able to do that.
Like there was actual tests. There was actual. I remember writing about Gran Torino. That was
okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I know film, Cody.
Yeah. You study Godard and Gran Torino. Okay, you know film.
No, but yeah, like I was saying, I watched movies, but like
it's a good joke, Ramon. That's good. He said, "Was your friend Paul Rubens?"
Oh yeah,
because he wanted to masturbate while watching movies.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, yeah, I grew up watching movies. Obviously, I went to movies with my family, like extended family. We would all go on like Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever. You know how Mexicans roll, Cody.
Yeah, of course.
We roll deep.
Mm-hmm.
We roll deep. Like get the first full row at the movie theater.
Yeah, whereas just me and my divorced dad.
Exactly. I guess we'll watch this fucking Collateral. What the hell is this shit?
Did you have a year where you like really got? Well, if this was the time that you got
2008.
into movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I was saying, long story long. Fargo was like, it showed me like kind of I don't want to sound super pretentious, but like a subversive way and dark humor and something different that wasn't just like
you could be silly but serious.
Yeah. I love the humor of Frances McDormand, the Coen brothers, of where she's like, I'm a cop, and she points to her face. Like,
that's right. You're a big Coen brothers guys.
Yeah.
Makes sense now. Okay.
It was so it like showed me like 18-year-old Brian.
Yeah.
Like here's a way to look at movies differently.
Okay.
And then so from there I was like, okay, I want to get into film. And then I asked my professors like, what schools should I go to? Because again, I'm like, I'm not going to one of those universities.
Chapman.
No.
Yeah.
Even though I had a 3.9 GPA.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
In college?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah, 3.96.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, no, I don't need that. I don't need the good education. I'm gonna go to
these books. I'm not even buying them. The guy in the trench coat is.
Yeah. But they mentioned, because I looked up Fullerton, they're like, oh, they only have radio, TV, film.
Only losers go there.
They don't have an actual film program. It's
so
just radio, TV, film.
There, okay, so you're what, a year older than me? 2 years older?
I graduated high school 2008.
Okay, that was 2010. So you did 1 or 2 years of community college?
2.5.
Okay, so if you had gone to Fullerton, we would have synced up.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
we would have been in screenwriting class.
Oh, that'd been great. We could have went to Professor Radio together.
We could have been you could have been the Ben Affleck to my Matt Damon.
Yeah,
we could have been those guys at Cal State Fullerton.
Could have been.
They went to Harvard.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same
idea. Yeah. So you went up north a little bit though. You went to
Northridge,
which is literally north from Fullerton, for the record.
Technically, yes,
Northwest.
But it's west. Yeah,
Northwest.
It's completely west.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I'm going to Fullerton, or I'm going to Northridge. be in the city, I'm gonna be in Hollywood.
I'm gonna be in L.A. County. That's right.
Not really.
Yeah.
Like you still have to drive 30, 40 minutes into L.A. or Hollywood to actually be a part of it.
Yeah.
And that was my college career. But Northridge actually has a good like film program.
Okay.
Like they have like good equipment rooms, screenings, all this stuff, like a theater. Like they really like revamped like their like film program while I was there.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't go to Chapman or USC or the Gould, the
consider
big
Northridge.
wigs, consider Northridge. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what Fullerton's doing. Again, they changed the major name after I left, so that's
Do they have film stuff now?
I don't know. They sent me like right after I graduated, like become an alumni or whatever, do all these events, and I was like,
donate.
Fuck off! I don't even have my Fullerton EDU email anymore. Like I don't.
Oh no, it goes away.
Yeah, like I'm not even participating in this shit.
If you strike it big, you write a big screenplay, you write a big movie. You got
big
all,
if.
You got all the money in the world. Do you donate a building to Cal State Fullerton?
No.
The Cody Hall Film Program.
I don't know if
the Cody Hall Film Building
ever make enough money to actually do that. Probably not. I'm not going to shit on the university.
Dream big.
But
what do you mean? They don't deserve your Cody Hall building?
I just know a lot of the professors there weren't very. I don't know.
Oh, shit on them.
No, I don't want to do that.
No, I know what you mean.
It just, I feel like I learned more after college about filmmaking than I did during some of those classes. Now, part of that is on me. Like, I learned a lot about writing in college.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe that would apply. But like in terms of like
a writing building, you would donate a writing building.
I'll donate a typewriter. But yeah, in terms of like actual filmmaking, I learned more after.
Got it.
Yeah, but
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, did you have? Because some of my professors were like failed screenwriters.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're bitter. They're fucking bitter, and they took it out on their students. Was what I was trying to
take it out.
Was what I was trying to not say.
Mine were nice. They were just like, it's tough out there. You're competing against me as a screenwriter. Like, I understand that they're like, I didn't want to teach, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But they were still nice about it. You had assholes?
I had guys that they were just very dismissive of our taste.
Oh no.
And our like anytime we brought up anything that was released after the year 2000. Good Lord, did they just want to shit on us? And it's like, well, sorry, we were born in '92. Like, I'm sorry we didn't wake up watching,
I'm not remaking Casablanca here.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Citizen Kane. There's a clip. I know you don't like him. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Love him. What are you talking about?
There's a clip of him, I think, on I don't know the show, but the host was asking like, what do you think about like, or when you went to film school?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I went for like a week, and the teacher was like, in a screenwriting class, was like, you guys are not going to write the next Marvel movie or whatever. It wasn't Marvel, but like something of that nature. Mm-hmm. And Paul Thomas Anderson was just like, well, why not? Yeah. Like, those are written movies. Like,
why are you trying to handcuff us here?
Yeah. Like obviously there's something to them that connects with the audience and works. So you're going to like shape the youth right now saying like, you're better than that.
Yeah.
And I understand what some people are saying, like, oh, Marvel is trash, or other people like, I don't know, superhero movies in general. Like they think it's easy or something, but it's like, no, it takes skill.
Yeah.
And
a
talent.
movie's a movie, man.
Yeah.
That shit's hard to make.
Can you imagine leading a franchise?
Oh, no. I did have one professor who I'm trying to figure out paraphrase here, but she basically started out the class saying, hey, if you guys are, taking this class, you're using this major as a way to hopefully have a nice, well-paying job in the industry. If that's your motivation, maybe switch majors. She said that up front, but she's
fair, very fair.
She's like, but if you're doing this for the passion of it and to be able to say you were able to express creativity however you want to be able to do.
Yeah.
And you find that fulfilling enough, then yes, keep going. That's basically how she started the class. And I was like, oh, I like this lady. Don't remember her name.
Exactly.
But yeah, I thought that was like a better way for these professors to kind of take it, other than like sit there with your arms folded and be like, make a 3-minute short film that's here's a script from a French movie. Just remake this, and then I'm going to tell you it sucks to your face.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, did that?
Oh yeah.
happen?
Yeah, that was.
It sucks to your face.
Yeah, it was basically a roast. Anytime we had a project, this guy would just.
Wow, really that bad?
Yeah. And he was by the end of the semester. I warmed up. I warmed up to him, but like.
Have you heard of f-stop? Have you heard of being in focus?
His thing was always just like it was like
anybody.
It was
anybody?
It was a kinder version of the J.K. Simmons character
Whiplash?
in Whiplash.
Wow.
Like not to that
Kinder.
level, obviously, but the same idea where it's like, look, I'm trying to help. If I'm just going to tell you it's good, then like you're not going to get anything back.
I understand that.
And and he would say that like reasonably, you know, and I'd be like, okay, I appreciate that, but like,
there's nothing worse than saying good job.
Yeah, that's such a good line. But
that's such a good line.
It's such a great line. I forget where I was going. But yeah,
know.
that's where. Yeah, that was how my professors were.
That's
in
fair.
past
That's
influence.
like someone majoring in painting.
Yeah, sure.
Or history.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, what are the job career opportunities?
Yeah.
Painting. You could be an artist. You could be a graphic designer. Whatever. Work for a corporation. Work on that design team. Sure. Yeah. But if you're just gonna paint, like, don't expect like a guaranteed income.
Yeah.
Like,
if it happens, great. But you got to do it because you love doing it.
Exactly.
Basically. Yeah.
So I admire you for saying, I don't want to wake up in 50 years.
Yeah.
And be like, what if?
Now, 20 years from now, and be like, you fucking moron. You have two kids.
You have a family, two
like,
kids. You live
what
in
are you
Southern
doing?
California, the most expensive state in the country.
You got to send them to college, you dipshit. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in a few years. But
so your kids grow up. They turn 17, 18. They're like, I want to study film. What is Cody Hall?
I'm going to tell them they can absolutely. I'm not going to tell them they can't do something.
Oh.
I'm not going to be that guy. But I will give them. My thing would be like, if you want to make films, I'd want to like
do it already.
I'd want you to like also maybe study other things just for the sake of like experiencing life a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you know what to make movies about. If
Yes.
that makes sense.
No, I
and then while also exploring like film maybe as a minor or like as a side gig or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell them don't major in film. I'm going to tell you like
here you go, Grant, get a job.
You know how I can't pay for your college right now? That's why.
Because I studied film.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. No, there was it Jon Favreau or somebody said anyone can kind of learn production.
Sure.
Like you get a team together, you kind of just like figure it out with cameras and stuff. Like you'll learn it eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously people go to school for like cinematography and editing and all that stuff, but like, having real world life experiences and finding stories, because it's all storytelling in the end, Cody.
Sure.
Isn't that what our teachers tell us? This is all. I'm telling you how to tell stories.
Yeah, the Monster Mash video I saw was a story.
That's a great story.
God, I wish I could find that.
Yeah.
I wish I knew his name. Anyway.
Just look up Cal State Fullerton
RTV
Monster Mash radio TV film.
Hope he's still alive. He was kind of older too. Anyway.
But yeah, I've been taking improv classes at the UCB, and I meet a bunch of people that are not like just like film people. Like my buddy's a lawyer, my buddy's an engineer.
That's cool.
Or my other buddy's a pediatrician. Like everyone else has like their main gig, their main job that they make money from. They actually make money. They make a living.
Again, probably a smarter route to take than what we might have done.
But they'll take improv classes at night or on the weekends and then follow their passion that way. So it is like you hear like success stories of I forget who says like, oh, I knew I was going to get into acting. I had no backup plan. Like
this was something I was called upon to do.
Exactly.
To tell stories.
Yeah, I knew I was going to move to Hollywood. I was going to be an actor. I had zero backup plan.
No, it was not an option for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like that's not realistic. And the chances.
And yes, I was born with a $10 million savings.
Yeah, and yes, my daddy put me up in Hollywood for like
that was
5
irrelevant.
years.
Okay.
But irrelevant.
Yeah.
But no, like, but also like. And they get to bring their perspective to improv.
Okay.
Like about being a pediatrician, being a lawyer, being all this stuff. Because I remember Ben Schwartz, Benny Schwartz? He was on a podcast talking about when he was learning improv, he was like, my teacher pulled me aside and was like, all your sketches and all your performances are about improv.
Yeah.
Like take a break, go live a life.
Yeah. Go to the beach or something.
Go
make some
explore the
friends,
world.
Join a bowling league.
Yeah. Join any kind of thing. Just be a normal person.
Yeah.
Don't like just study one thing.
Yeah.
And same with film, where it's like, that's why I get so upset when movies are about movie making. I don't get upset. I'm just like,
immediately disqualification. You're like, no, no.
You only are making movies about making movies. Like, there's other stories to be told.
Hold
here.
on, though. There's
some that are great.
Yeah.
There's some that are good.
You ever seen, what was the Buscemi one?
Which one? Airheads?
Living in Oblivion? Is that what the name of it?
That was at a trivia night one time, and I'd never seen it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's about making movies, right?
It's an independent production. Basically, it's about making an independent production in the 90s, so it's probably different, from today. But like, it is so good, and that's the first one that comes to mind when people say like movies about movie making. But there was that Fabelmans. There's a ton of good stuff out there. It just
it depends on the angle.
It's an instinct that you have where you're like, oh, fuck off. Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
because I remember watching the documentary Apocalypse Now, Hearts of Darkness.
Yeah.
I still have it on DVD. I showed Laura the other year. I was gonna say the other day, but it was like a year ago.
I showed her this at some point.
The other year.
Yeah.
But it's like Francis Ford Coppola is so fucking. He's like, I'm making film.
Yeah.
I'm making art. He's like in the middle of the jungle.
Changing
He's like
the way of humanity.
He's like, if my film doesn't get made, I feel like I'm in Vietnam. And the movie starts off where he's like, we were not recreating Vietnam.
Yeah.
We were in Vietnam. And it's like, okay,
get over
dude.
yourself a little bit.
Okay.
I fucking love the Community episode that spoofs it.
Oh yeah, Hearts of Darkness way better than Apocalypse Now.
When they're making the commercial.
Yeah.
And the dean is the director. Oh, it's so fucking good.
And he says the horror. The horror.
The bit with Jeff and the bald cap.
He's becoming
is
the
one
dean.
of my favorite fucking jokes in the series. Like, I made bald friends.
My favorite joke in that episode of the Community episode where they make they're creating like a Come to Greendale.
Yeah. Featuring Louis Guzman.
Louis Guzman.
Yeah.
And they show it to the execs who are in charge, who are like these coked out executives. Yeah. And then the dean shows it, and he's like, and there were two guys, and he's like, "Oh, that was good." And the other guy was like, "You know what? It wasn't just good; it was good enough." That was the funniest fucking line ever.
It was good enough.
It was good enough. Yeah, this is like the video you click on like the homepage of your college
good
EDU website. It was good enough.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm like. Whenever I create videos or like do whatever, I'm like, it wasn't just.
We
good.
should start using that.
It was good enough.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
God, I miss Community, man.
Oh yeah, so great.
They're still making the movie.
Are they coming out?
Yeah,
it's in the talks, right?
Yeah, I think they're just waiting for schedules to align. I want to say. But,
I met Allison Brie.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this, but
okay.
I did a show with
recently.
her.
You did this?
The other year ago. A few months ago, she was on a show that I was producing, and she the nicest person ever.
Yeah,
super nice.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't want to be like, I'm a big fan of Community.
Yeah.
I have the Community sweater. I have like all this stuff. I have like, all this, and I was like, I'm a big fan. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet.
Aww.
And then we talked about it too, because we were on like at the Universal lot, and she's like, "Oh, we shot here one of the episodes and stuff." And I was like, "Oh, it was really cool." Oh. The nicest person ever. Took a photo with her.
That's always great.
Yeah, it's cool to see when you're like you're a fan of somebody and you meet them.
Yeah,
and they're just the nicest person.
I've been
ever.
lucky. I've never had the opposite yet, where like, we do like an interview with somebody or something like that, and they're just fucking rude as hell.
Oh,
I've never had that come across. And even like during Collider, there were some big names that came in, and they're all pretty cool people. That's all good. But,
yeah, I met the creators of Hacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were promoting a show. They were promoting Hacks.
Yeah.
and Lucia and Paul, the nicest people.
Paul's Paul
W. Downs.
He's
Jimmy
in the show as well, right?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Okay. Yeah.
The nicest, like you couldn't ask for like the nicest people ever.
Okay.
I was like, I was a huge fan.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan. Like we watch it religiously. It was when it was coming
like, that's so nice. Get the fuck out.
Get
of
out
my
of my way, please. Take your photo. I'll take a photo. Just please get out of my way.
Please, for the love of God.
But I took a photo with them, and they were super nice, and they actually like hugged me goodbye. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like I'm just this weird guy that you're just like on a show to promote a show, and you're just like the nicest people ever.
There was one actor, I'm not going to say the name. I don't even know if you've told the story or hinted at the story, but there was one actor that acted so fucking weird.
Like
not yelling at us, but yelling at members of their team.
Oh no!
And then
Yeah,
like during the interview, stopping the interview and doing that.
Oh really?
Yeah. And then
that's sad to see.
Afterward, they were just acting so strange. And then like the lobby of it was weird.
I think I heard the story.
I don't want to risk like saying too much, but that was one where I was like, okay, this guy's strange.
Yeah, luckily I haven't had that interaction yet.
Okay,
I haven't had that. Yeah, because for the most part, like again, we're following our passion. Like these are actors, these are creators, these are writers that are just following their passion into like writing about or writing stories on TV and whatever. And so they're just super excited to get this opportunity to do it. So I assume they're going to be nice about it and not just be like, oh, where's my trailer or whatever? Where's my hair and makeup? Like, no, the people I've met have been super, super nice.
Yeah. Always refreshing. To see.
So when you make a big movie, TV show, you remember.
Tell Cal State Fullerton to fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna build your building.
I'm not giving you a Cody Hall radio, TV, film building.
I'll make a radio hall in honor of Professor Radio.
Oh, radio hall?
Oh, yeah. I'll do something for that radio course I took for sure.
Oh, you have to. Oh, come on. You have to have the Cody Hall.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Cody Hall.
I think someone, Emily made that joke earlier. The Cody Hall. It does have a nice ring to it.
That would be. Imagine the youths of America and Southern California. Though, because no one else is coming from all around going to Cal State Fullerton.
Look.
I want to study in the Cody Hall.
Cody Hall. If James Cameron and Kevin Costner, who I believe both went to Cal State Fullerton, didn't come back and make a building for him, I don't know if anyone's going to. In the film world, I want to say.
Costner went to Fullerton?
I think Costner and James Cameron did. Or one of them did Fullerton College, which is the community college down the street.
Steve Martin went to Fullerton.
Okay.
No,
Cal State Fullerton?
Yeah. But I think back when it was Fullerton College. Because I think I read it in his book. But back when it was Fullerton College.
Okay.
Or is it different? Is it Fullerton
JC?
College
is a JC.
Oh.
Yeah, down the street.
Oh, no. Maybe
that's closer to like downtown.
No, you know what? I think he went to UCLA.
How'd you fuck that up?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure James Cameron did go to Cal State Fullerton.
But I don't think he graduated, though.
Yeah.
Because I remember all this. Because I remember I was like, where am I going to school? I gotta go with all the greats. Where? Cal State, Fullerton, Long Beach. I think Spielberg went to Long Beach.
That sounds right.
But I don't think he graduated until
because he was born to do this.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys.
He dropped out, but he went back and submitted like The Color Purple as like his senior thesis.
Oh, really?
That's the story. I don't know.
As like a fuck you?
No. Just like here's my thesis I made.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true story or not, or if I just made it up.
Yeah.
Again, true story that I made up. Who's stand-up special?
Again, we're still waiting on who's
stand-up special is that? True stories that I made up. True stories that I made up. Who stand-up special is that? But yeah. Okay. I want to see the Cody Hall.
Yeah, the Cody Hall would be exciting. Yeah. I would have. It'd probably be like one of those auditorium style classrooms.
Oh yeah.
I liked those a lot.
Collateral would screen.
Oh yeah,
every Friday.
Collateral Friday night. Bring your friends. Bring your indecisions about your future. That's gonna be great. We're gonna show it on not on 35 millimeter. We're gonna show it on crisp digital the way it was intended.
Was it? It was shot on digital.
Yes, right? We've been over this, and you guys made fun of how it looks.
Yeah, because it's so grainy and bad.
Fuck off. It looks
great.
But
it was transferred obviously to 35 to be like screen
back then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was 2004, so they would have been still showing film in theaters. There was one sequence shot on film.
Really?
In the movie, the nightclub shootout, I believe, was shot on film.
What a wild time, right? Like now it's like you're like, I'm gonna see a movie on film. Yeah. Like, but that was like during our lifetime. Yeah, you like never really
you never considered like that's how they were showing that. You know?
As a kid when we saw I remember seeing Titanic in theaters or like other movies in theaters, and that was on film. That was just like shot, but now it's like we're gonna show it on 35 millimeter. Yeah,
it's like amazing.
Holy shit!
I will never fucking forget when we showed Interstellar on film when I worked at the theater.
Was it 70 millimeter?
No, it was just 35. But none of us knew how to fucking work it, so it looked like shit.
Why?
And people were coming out and complaining. Like you can totally see it. Like I don't know. You can just see like flickering. Maybe it was the bulb just not being good or what. But
you guys weren't trained to run film?
No, please. I think they're gonna fucking
wait. What years did you?
This was 2014 when the movie came out. So
So
The
already
theater that I had worked at
was all
switched
digital?
to digital in 2011.
Whoa.
So by that point, no one who was still there knew
A projector?
projector. To
Whoa.
save money. Some of the
So you literally
managers
just
did.
hit play?
Some of the managers did, and they would go up there and kind of run it a bit. But yeah, it was a disaster. People complained all the time. I remember one guy came out and complained, and I was like, yeah, we're showing it on film, so it looks, a little different than like a typical movie. And he's like, I'm a film producer, bro. I know what it's supposed to look like. It looks like shit.
Whoa.
I was like, first off, what are you doing in Corona, California?
Yeah,
if
you're not a film producer.
Go back to fucking Hollywood if that's the case. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Oh no.
That was a rough weekend for sure.
Really?
Yeah, all of us hated Christopher Nolan.
Oh,
like
wow.
you fucking guy. Well, not
Well,
him, but like
he demanded that it be shown in 35
he wanted to be
millimeter?
shown in 35.
That guy.
We
He
should have been
could-
more mad at corporate for just not training anybody or sending
yeah,
a projectionist along with you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He's a Kubrick fan, and people Google, there's like instructions on how to play like Barry Lyndon or The Shining or
Barry
something.
Lyndon's great. I love
Barry Lyndon's great.
Yeah.
I saw that on 35 millimeter.
I saw that
at
on a
the-
DVD.
I saw it at the Academy on
Yeah.
35 millimeter, and you know
Okay.
what? Clean that shit up. It was very
Oh,
dirty.
bad print, huh?
It was dirty.
Oh no.
I mean, it was old,
Yeah.
but it was just like you can see like the scratches and everything, and I was
Did
like,
I-
you know what? Restore that. I want to see the good stuff.
I think I told the story about the guy who brought his film into class.
No.
Okay, so this was Radio TV Film 301,
Of course.
which was cinema studies.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of Godard.
Oh.
In fact, I'm
I d-
convinced the professor I had was just pretending to be French. He loved Godard so much.
I didn't understand Breathless, but again, I saw it when I was 19.
They really linger on those shots in the car, don't they?
Oh, and they the jump cuts. You know what? Jump cuts is just bad editing. Yeah.
I feel like they just fucked up and they're
Right?
just saying no. It was
And they're like, oh, it's film.
Anyway, there was a short. Shit, was it a short or a feature? Either way, there was a guy in class who his grandpa had the actual reel on 16 millimeter
Of what?
of whatever we were watching.
Oh,
I
wow.
forget wherever we were studying, whether it was a short or an actual feature. But he's like, so he volunteered to bring it in. So he brought it in and he plays it, and it's not going well. Like the thing is not playing properly, and then the thing. The film catches fire.
Oh yeah, I remember you said
burns.
that it burnt through
And
the
we're
film.
like, oh no. It was like so.
Like the one
we were all
copy.
like, oh my god. He's like, it's okay.
How would
it
you
was
not
rough.
digitize that?
It was
stuff?
rough. I remember feeling so awkward after that.
Digitize that shit. Make copies. Like do
yeah.
something with that.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the
I don't
only
know.
copy.
I don't remember the exact. Yeah,
Oh my
it was.
God.
I remember being the most awkward day in class.
Yeah.
And then you put on the Monster Mash, and then we're all.
Oh yeah. That always
That's how a lot of classes
lightens
ended,
people
you know?
up. Yeah.
We only have 2 hours left. Throw on the Monster Mash.
All right, now we have an hour and 55 minutes left.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Has anyone performed the Monster Mash on stage? Anyone at all? But yeah.
Where was I going with this? Yeah, watching. That's. I don't know. I haven't thought about that, but yeah, watching movies on film is like a luxury now. I guess it's like playing vinyl.
Yeah, going
It's
to like
like-
the Cinerama. What's
Cinerama
it
Dome.
called? Cinerama Dome. Didn't appreciate it enough when it was there. Yeah. Remember I saw Hateful Eight there.
On 70 millimeter.
Yeah, that was the premiere.
Oh, you
Channing Tatum drunkenly bumped into my leg.
really?
Yeah.
Nice guy?
He was nice. He did say sorry.
Oh,
He
nice.
bumped into my leg.
You know what? He didn't have to.
I don't know that he was drunk.
He didn't have to say sorry though.
But my leg was right here, and he was
Yeah.
way over there.
You're
And
like,
he
I'm sorry,
randomly bumped me. He's
I'm
like,
sorry, I'm in your way.
It was like, oh,
Channing.
sorry.
Yeah.
And then he kept going. So it was nice for him to go out his way and say sorry there.
Nice. I saw
but
the
yeah.
whatever that was called, like the Road Show or something
Yeah.
of Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
With the intermission and all that. That was fun.
That night was weird. JTE, you remember that guy, right? JTE?
Yeah.
All right. So he texted me. He's like, hey, you want to go to the premiere of Hateful Eight? I'm like, hell yeah. Why not? So
Like
I
the
drove
premiere with
the
red carpet
actual
and everything?
Hollywood premiere with Channing Tatum bumping into your leg.
Wow.
And we went down there, and there was a line, like 2 lines around the fucking thing, like
Yeah.
overlapping like crazy.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't think we're gonna get in. He's like, no, we'll find a way to get in. And he legit walks all around until he sees somebody that he knows.
Oh, yeah.
Vaguely.
Vega.
And
Hey,
then-
you.
And then cuts in front of them. And so I felt so dirty about
Oh,
this
no, yeah,
because
yeah.
we totally cut in front of hundreds of people to
Oh,
watch this movie.
What an asshole.
And I had a front row seat.
Really?
And in the cinema, like there, it's front row is still good. Like even though it's like right in front of your fucking face, like
There's
it's
still
still
a distance away.
it still looks great.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sitting there like I don't deserve this.
Ah,
Like
that's
this
fine.
isn't right.
You know what? It's who you know. It's who
Yeah.
you know. That's
I think I remember at one point being like, I don't know if we should be cutting these people. He's like, "We want to go home." I'm like, well, no, but I want to do the right thing here.
It's like training day. You want to go home, bitch? I don't know.
That was the last time I ever talked to him.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, I can't.
Oh,
I
I
can't keep
can't- I
this
can't do
friendship
this.
going.
Yeah.
No, won't do this.
Ooh.
But yeah,
I saw a movie the other day. What's today? Monday?
Digital?
I guess it's digital, unless it says, right?
did you go
Like
to AMC?
yes.
Digital.
So everything's digital now.
Most likely.
Everything is just like
They'll probably specify if it's not.
push a button.
Yeah.
Even so, IMAX will.
It's not even a push a button. You just power it on the day of, and then there's automated systems that just know at 1 o'clock to play this thing.
The studio will play it for you, or like.
You program it like when you get the movie.
Mm.
But usually they just play themselves.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll freeze up, and you got to go in there and play them. Yeah.
Trailers too.
Yeah.
Play at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've gotten it down now to like a science with the trailers.
To know when to get in there.
Yeah.
Assigned seating really changed it
Oh,
though,
it
right?
changed
Because
it.
before you had to
Yeah.
get there early, or else you
Yeah.
lose your seat. Yeah.
Now it's a science where
Yeah.
I know like, okay, movie says it starts at 7.
Okay.
I get in at 7:20,
Yeah.
7:22, and I see like two
Especially
trailers.
if it's a new release. Yeah.
Yeah, I see
definitely.
2 trailers, then boom, movie starts. Because I'm not sitting there for 30 minutes watching trailers.
I'm so fucking glad Speak No Evil is finally out because I was so tired of seeing that trailer.
You saw the trailer all the time?
Oh my god! It was that. Before that, it was A Quiet Place.
I didn't see that once. The
no,
trailer?
that was before everything.
Oh,
I
wow.
could not avoid it. Yeah.
Day 1?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyway, what'd you see?
I saw a movie called Beetlejuice.
Okay.
A movie from 2024.
I was stunned last week when you brought up how much money that thing made opening weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'm just a grumpy, out of touch millennial, but I thought it wasn't that big of a thing.
I guess you're not.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe I'm not hip with the times.
No, you used to be like on top of box office and all this stuff. You used to know that funny people cost $70 million to make, and that it grossed only $55 million domestic.
I used to know things like that.
You used to know that stuff.
Used to know that, and now I'm like, man.
Yeah, you don't know that.
What'd that make? 20 million? Oh shit! No.
And even the second weekend, Beetlejuice made like.
And won again. Well, there's nothing out these days. We're into September now. Yeah.
Did Speak No Evil come out this?
It did. I think it made like 11 million.
yeah.
I knew that.
You knew that?
Look at that.
I still think Beetlejuice made like 40 or 50, like second weekend, 40 or 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, like,
Pretty
when you
solid.
watch it, you're like, okay, this makes sense. Like, it was.
How's it fare in the requel world? Is it a solid follow up? Is it
Well,
a forgettable follow up?
I asked you offline. Have you seen the original one?
You
said
20 years ago, I think,
Okay,
as
and
a child.
Okay, and I said
Yeah.
you're only like 26.
Yeah.
So you saw it when you were 6 years old. I hadn't seen Beetlejuice.
Okay.
So we watched it last week for the first time, and I was like, it's fun. It's fun.
How is it watching? Because that was what, Burton's second movie.
I want to say second after Pee-wee's
Okay,
Big
so
Adventure.
he was hungry at that point. So like,
He's still a little hungry,
how does that energy compare 30 years ago to today?
Similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Okay.
I think that he's just like a fan of the franchise. It's not a franchise. It's one movie.
Yeah.
He's just a fan of the movie and how weird it is. And he has Danny Elfman do the score for it.
Did he write it?
No.
Okay.
Actually, no.
Okay.
At least I don't think he did.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing his name in the credits for writing, but like he just had fun with Beetlejuice, the first one, and then the second one, he's like, let's just do more of that. Let's just continue with it. Like, yeah, there's callbacks, obviously, like with requels and all these sequels and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But let's do more. But you can tell like when they're actually like trying and fans of it, where they're like, let's keep it. You know, when you do a sequel and stuff like, or even just a sequel in general, it's like, all right, what made the first one good? And they get it wrong in the sequel. They're like, all right, what made this good was this, and we're gonna do more of that in the sequel.
So in Cars 2, we're gonna put more Tomater in there.
That's not what made the first one great.
I've been watching a lot of Cars recently, by the way.
Yeah.
The kids love the Cars
Of course.
franchise. I can talk for hours about Cars.
Of course.
Cars 3 underrated.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
But no, they took what did work in the first one and just kind of amplified it in the second one. And I agree with. There's a lot of reviews already on it. Obviously, that it is very overstuffed.
Okay.
Like during the movie, I was like, why are there fucking 10 things going on right now?
Okay.
There's so much going on, so many plots and stories and everything, backstories and all this stuff. Just focus on like one thing. But in the end, it just kind of all wraps up, and you're like, yeah, that was fun.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Because even the first one, watching it, I'm just like, there's no point to it. There's no real like moral or anything. There's just like, it's this guy. It's fun.
Okay.
It's silly. It's.
Do you think it might not that it won't hold up, but like, do you think it might not sit with you longer?
The second one?
Yeah. That's what I kind of fear with some of these requels sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like a piece of candy, but not a steak. You know?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't stick with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it definitely. It's hard to say, because again, with like Hocus Pocus came out in '93. The first one was in like '93-ish, and then Hocus Pocus 2 comes out last year. Just trying to recreate it and just
I'm
kind of.
still convinced most people don't even know that came out.
Right?
Yeah.
But it also, like, we had the streaming conversation last week.
Yeah.
Like, if stuff comes on streaming, you're like, is it just like, do we just like inherently think it's like worse quality because it's on streaming?
Herman brings up a great point. There was a report that came out that said that Burton went with a lower budget to make sure it got a theatrical release instead of going straight to like Max or whatever streaming service. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Warner Brothers joint.
So
Geffen joint still.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, and then they used practical effects. They didn't use like huge CGI, like crazy stuff. Like, they still stuck to what worked.
Okay.
And I was bringing it up with the Hocus Pocus. It's like, I don't think they know, like, you can't recreate that. Like, Hocus Pocus, the first one, is just like, it is what it is, and it just like holds up for what it is. Like, trying to recreate that, it's like doesn't work. But I guess with Tim Burton, like, he knew what worked about the original one, and he just did it over again.
Okay. Do you think this is one of his better? I'm trying to think of the last like great Burton movie.
That's what other people were saying too. Like, best film in like 10 years or whatever.
I mean, other than of course 2001's Planet of the Apes, one that was universally acclaimed.
Isn't that crazy?
Was Big Fish maybe his last? Corpse Bride. Oh, I love Corpse Bride. That's a top 3 Burton for me. I fucking love that one. That was 19 years ago, I think.
Really? Big Eyes was recently.
Big Eyes was that
but
one.
I don't know if that was good. I didn't watch it. But yeah, no, they were saying like, oh, this is kind of a return to form for a Tim Burton kind of thing.
Good for him. Okay.
But it's like, yeah, just do that. Like, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
You have a compound. You're a franchise. You own Disney or whatever. You have a stock in this. So just do whatever you want. But it does feel like a film that was just like, we have Jenna Ortega, we have the original cast back minus Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis. We have Michael Keaton back. Like, let's just do that. Like, it was like an exec was just like, here's the perfect circle of just perfectness. Let's fucking do it. Right. And let's promote the hell out of it. I mean, it was promoted everywhere.
Yeah.
And it made $100 million. Okay. So it paid off.
It was a Hollywood success story then. Okay.
Yeah. But will it hold up? There were some parts that were fun. There were some memorable moments that I thought, like characters and stuff. But I don't know.
I'd be fascinated for the next 20 years or so when we do the requel of the requel and seeing
continuation,
like how this one holds up in 20 years. You know?
Yeah.
Can't wait to be old, man, and look back at art like this. You know?
Just like, how can we redo it? Scream 1 again, but it's like, it's the third iteration of
What's
the first
this one going to be called? Oh, it's going to be called Scream.
Scream again.
Why is that confusing to you?
Scream 2032. Not Scream 2022. Halloween 2030, not Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was fine. I had again, I was saying it was overstuffed like throughout, and I was like, I hope all this ties in, but it doesn't. Really. It does, but it doesn't. But I'm just like, but it was still fun. And it was still well done. Okay. And I left the theater. I'm like, that was fun.
I like when you like movies. So this makes me happy because it doesn't happen a lot.
Well, yeah,
not a lot. I shouldn't say that, but I mean, you're known to not like some things, so it's good to see you like things.
I don't like movies about making movies.
Right.
If Beetlejuice was making a movie.
It's just that genre you really don't fuck with.
If he's like, all right, let's make a movie about movies. Let's make it really meta. I'm like, all right, there's more to life than movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Herman says, which recent movies will get legacy sequels in 20 years? That's a interesting. I don't even know. But
it's hard to say because like if a movie hit big right now.
Yeah. You can say that, but you can also say the ones like Tron when that came out, I think was like a notorious bomb. But they
made
second
one.
No, the first one.
The first one was a bomb?
I want to say, but they made a legacy sequel because of that
Tron
cult
Legacy?
following.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay.
So there's that aspect of it. So what movies that didn't do well, which might age that. I don't know. I gotta look into this. This is too much research for mine.
What movies that are like have a cult following now?
Yeah, like that we can see having a cult following for the next 20 years that would inspire a sequel.
Like It Follows.
Well, that's already happening.
What? There's a sequel coming out?
Yeah, they're working on it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if a movie has somewhat of a following now, we have the data, we have the analytics to see.
we have the data.
Who would go see it? So it's like, all right, let's just like pump that movie out.
Yeah.
Or if it made money right away, all right, let's pump another one out. Like, why wait 20 years? We know what works. We have the drawing board. We have everything that everyone is like interested in on TikTok or Instagram, all the trends and all that
There's so much data out there that's being consumed. You guys don't even know. You're not even yourselves. Your data is all that matters.
Did we talk about this in the warm up or the main show about two-factor authentication and all that stuff? That was warm up, right?
Yeah, that was warm up.
Passwords and all that.
Subscribe to the Patreon for our hot takes on two-factor authentication.
And passwords.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say, like, do you have an iPhone? Do you use your face scan for passwords?
Yeah, it does.
Your face is scanned.
Yeah,
See, I don't even trust that.
So you like declined that option?
I'm like, let me enter a password.
Yeah.
Because people like freak out, like, oh, Alexa's listening to us or following us, and I'm like, your phone literally has a face profile of you and a thumb imprint.
Literally nowhere for you to hide.
Yeah.
There's sometimes
it has your credit cards.
It
has it has your location.
My phone would be like this, like totally not even looking at me, and I'll just like glance at it. I'm like, and it turns on. And like it comes up and
really?
It gets unlocked. I'm like, how the fuck did you even have that angle?
It's like, Cody, I know.
Jesus.
I know you wanted to look at me.
Look at me more.
Look at me, Cody. Look at your phone.
Where are you from? I don't even understand.
I'm international. I'm ambiguous.
All right, we got some options here. Laserbolt says A Quiet Place could have a legacy sequel.
Well, they already had two sequels.
Yes, but if they stop and then maybe like 20 years from now do another one, I can see that happening.
Well, did day one make a lot of money?
Yeah,
probably.
It did
right?
pretty well. Yeah. J. Alexander says The Lighthouse 2. I like that. I think he's joking. He says The Mermaid Red Light coming to Brains at me. Yeah, I think he's joking. But that's a good option. You haven't seen Lighthouse?
No.
I don't know if you'd fuck with that. I don't know.
See, sometimes like because that was Robert Eggers and he did The Northman.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
The Northman. Are you stoked for Nosferatu?
Yeah.
I
hear it.
I love that's a trailer. Like I've seen that a lot in theaters, but.
Really?
When that pops up, I get stoked. That's like a sit forward thing. I'm like, all right,
here
we go. Yeah. Love that guy.
Yeah,
love his films.
I watched The Witch once, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. Yeah. But maybe I just wasn't getting it.
I remember
he's a mood, right? He's a vibe,
and that's also one where it's like I don't like his stuff generally after I watch it. It's when it sits with you and you think about it, and like that actually was kind of cool, and I liked what he was doing. That hits me more with him.
That's a Yorgos for me. Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah, he's a tough one for me. But
like The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
That one I still have not come around on.
You haven't seen it?
No, I have.
Oh,
that was just an uncomfortable watch that I did not enjoy.
Yeah.
A lot of
but like you can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, but like in a bad way.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to think about this. Get out of my head, Yorgos.
I showed Laura the Wrestler.
I love The Wrestler.
The Wrestler's fucking great,
Fucking love The Wrestler. One of the best endings one of my favorite endings of
cinema,
recent.
right?
Yeah,
that is
so
film right
good.
there. That is film.
2008. 2008, I think, was my movie. Going back to the lore of our backstories here, I think 2008 was the year I really got into like going to the movies a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like really seeing everything that came out.
Same.
I remember seeing that in theaters and being like, "This is fucking awesome."
Yeah. I saw that, and I showed it to Laura, and then like a week later, she's like, "Can't fucking stop thinking about The Wrestler movie." Like it makes me still feel so bad and sad. But I
watched
can't
the
stop
end of that
thinking
movie
about it
so many times.
It's
like
so good.
It's a perfect way to end a movie, and I don't even like. I like Aronofsky, but like I think a lot of his movies I don't love.
I'm sure I get that. I understand.
But that one I fucking love it.
I would say that's one of his most
accessible is a weird word to use for him, but
more commercial or more like just kind of normal movies.
Sure.
I didn't watch Noah.
Yeah, that was
Was it?
That was okay. Yeah.
Because even The Whale, like
I still haven't seen that. Been wanting to. I think it's on Prime or something.
It was on like Max or Prime for like the longest time. But even that is like, it's not for everybody because it's just like a small movie. It just takes place all in like his room.
Yeah.
kind of thing. But The Wrestler, I feel like, is his most mainstream movie.
Weird
Even though Black Swan made like $300 million.
Oh, Black Swan's great. Shit.
Yeah.
I might like that one more, but damn. Wrestler was a really independent movie too, which is that's interesting that you say it's one of his more mainstream ones.
Yeah.
Because I think it was a really low budget.
Well, I guess
thing.
mainstream in like the way he tells a story.
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean like I don't mean like from a production standpoint or anything.
Yeah, because like Requiem for a Dream is not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mother is not for everybody.
Yeah.
The Whale isn't. I don't want to say it's not for everybody. It's a hard watch. It's not something you walk away and you're like, I feel better.
What's Brandon been doing since then? Has he? He did the Scorsese movie. That's right.
Killing with Sacred Deer.
Killing with Sacred Deer.
Killers
of
the
Flower Moon.
He was like a lawyer or something in there. Right?
He was great in that.
But he was There was talks about him being in something else, but
he was in one of the superhero movies.
Doom
that didn't happen.
Oh.
Batgirl. He was in Batgirl.
Oh, he was in that?
Yeah.
Oh,
got shelved. Yeah. He was the bad guy, I believe. Yeah. But the Emmys took place last night, Brian.
Last night, yeah.
I didn't know this. I
didn't know at all?
Weren't they on a Monday last year? Or recently? Because I feel like we did a show a year or two ago, and we're like, okay, let's call it. We'll make it like the Emmys recap because the show just ended, and we'll do a live stream right after that. And it resulted in like maybe 10 more viewers. So I'm trying to remember. Aren't they normally on Monday? I don't know.
I think it depends.
I think award shows are generally on Sundays, but I feel like the Emmys were recently on a Monday or something like that. But it was last night. I had no idea. I kind of thought they already happened.
That's the weird part because the strikes, it got pushed back to like this past January.
Okay, got it.
So I think it happened in January, but for the
fucking weird
previous year.
Okay.
So January, September.
Okay. Did you watch?
I did watch the Emmys.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was the show? Who hosted?
The Levies.
That's right. That's coming back.
Eugene Levy.
I remember
and
that being announced.
Daniel Levy. Dan Levy.
Okay.
The show itself, I was like, this is kind of a disaster.
Oh no.
Because it was just like, I don't know. Maybe it was just me, or I'm like, why are they're cutting wrong and they're like live
just
switching
an awkward
it wrong.
live cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
like,
the TD was having an off night.
Yeah. And then it was so bizarre. They did like a live ad read, like with Evan.
With the paper?
No. Like with the guy from The Bear, and he was in Girls, Evan, and he's playing the Thing in Fantastic Four. Evan
Moss
Baccarat.
Backrub. Whatever.
Yeah. Him and then another guy. Like we come back from commercial break, and they're standing at a bar, and they're like, "Hey, good to see you here. You know, what we really need, a Johnny Walker Black." Or Blue Label or whatever, and the other guy's like, I never go anywhere without my Johnny Walker Blue Label. And then the announcer just goes, and now presenting for the best supporting actor, Eben Michael, and it was the weirdest fucking thing ever.
What the hell?
And then even Eben was like, we should do that again sometime. Like, it was so bizarre. It felt like something from like you studied radio, TV, film, like back in the day in the 50s or whatever, like. They would insert like literal live ad reads like into sitcoms.
Yeah, like holding up a product.
Yeah. Or like the Tonight Show or some old like because they were like back in the day when TV was just happening, like they were just selling soap, like that's why they're called soap operas or something. So they're literally just like, and here's a pack of cigarettes, and I never go anywhere without my cigarettes. And it just felt like something so old and so dated.
Was it a wink callback to that?
No,
because I think it was Emmys and they're like celebrating television.
I think it was legit. Like, here's an ad for Johnny Walker Blue Label.
Okay,
and I think so.
Okay,
because it was so bizarre and so weird.
So besides that,
yeah, Emmys were fun time. It was good to see some winners that I enjoy and some that I've never seen. Okay. But you didn't watch.
I didn't watch any of it.
None of it.
I think I know some of the winners. Do you have? Like,
I have the list.
Okay, so I'm curious if I can guess who won most of the main categories. Now, I also don't know the eligibility windows of some of these shows. That's the thing I don't like about the Emmys, and I've ranted about this before.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming The Bear was a frequently nominated show. right?
Frequently meaning it was nominated
It was nominated for a lot of awards.
Yes.
But because of the windows, I believe they're nominating season 2 here, right? Even though season 3 ended 3 months ago.
Did it really?
Yes.
Yes. They nominated the one with Jamie Lee Curtis and fishes and all that
right.
stuff.
Okay. So
that was the one.
So that's
that
what I'm talking about. So I have to keep
contention.
that in mind when thinking of like which shows won here.
Yes.
Okay.
Shows that were like, I guess, released earlier this year up until May.
Okay.
I want to say.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's see how this goes then. Okay. So what do you want to do? Actors or what do you got here?
So who do you think? Do you know who won the best drama series?
Best. Ooh. Okay. That's like the big one. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if I can get any of the noms. Okay. So was Succession in here? Was that last year? Okay. So that was part of the last one.
Yeah. Succession was done for.
Okay. So The Bear is a comedy apparently.
Yes.
So that's not in there. So that would have been.
Which, do you agree, is The Bear a comedy?
I do, because I don't like when people, I don't know, like there are different types of comedy. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like when people kind of gatekeep like stand-up specials where they're like, this is like a one-man show. It's not a stand-up special. You know, like.
Are you
like
talking about Bo Burnham?
No, like him, like Mike Birbiglia.
Oh yeah, well he called himself a one-man.
Yeah,
special.
but I still think his recent stuff are stand-up specials.
Okay, I haven't seen them, so
like they're fucking great. Like I still consider those comedy specials, even though it's obviously
a one-man
different
show
than like a Tom Segura fucking hour. You know,
yeah. Joe Rogan hour.
Right. So that's like when I hear like The Bear's not a comedy, it reminds me of that type of thing. But I laugh my ass off during The Bear. It's a great show. But I understand the frustrations if someone's writing for like Big Bang Theory, and they're like, "What the hell?" You know?
I was thinking too, like when somebody won from The Bear. I don't want to give it away because we're going to go through the list.
Okay.
Somebody won for The Bear, and I was like, oh, the last person to win this award was someone from Modern Family.
Yeah. So yeah, that reminds me, like, man, because that. Back when, so Steve Carell famously, I think, never won an Emmy for The Office, right?
Yeah, he always lost to Alec Baldwin on 30 Rock.
Yeah, so I remember it was his last year was kind of the opposite thing where, like, if it came out today, I think he would have won because the episode that they submitted for him in that final season was his goodbye episode, which was a
drama.
Much more dramatic episode than it was a comedy. So that was like I think the reasoning behind him not winning. You know,
well, he lost to Jim Parsons. Yeah.
So I think that's interesting that 15 years ago that happened, and now today are people saying why are all these dramatic shows winning comedy awards? Best drama series, you said.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go back to that.
Do you know who won?
Do I know any that were even nominated? Hold on. Is Shogun a limited or a drama?
That is a drama series.
Okay. I think that won.
What series was that on, or what?
That was on FX.
That was on FX?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think that won, but let me see if there's anything else. Is House of Dragon would have been nominated because those damn eligibility windows.
It was not nominated. Why was it not nominated?
Because that came out over the summer.
So that would
even
be for
though that
next
just
year?
ended 2 months ago.
That would be for next year.
That would be next year. Isn't this annoying?
Yeah.
White Lotus? No, that was already done.
That's a comedy.
I can't think of any other shows. It's got to be Shogun.
Shogun won.
Bam! Yeah. On fire.
But
who else was nominated?
You know the drama, The Morning Show.
Wow, I got a best drama. Okay.
Why do you think it's a comedy?
I hadn't heard a lot of people talking about that, so I didn't even know there was a new season.
Well, you got to know the people with the Apple TV Plus.
I guess so. Yeah.
Other nominees include The Crown.
Okay.
Still going on. Fallout.
Really?
On Prime. Amazon on Prime.
Okay.
I thought that would be like a comedy. I didn't see it, but I don't know.
This is when Christian turns his plane around. It's
like, hey, this is a drama.
It's a great fucking show.
The Gilded Age.
Okay. Was that HBO?
I want to say it's Max, yeah.
Okay.
The Morning Show. And then Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay. I'm not going to call this a weak year, but I get why Shogun won because out of those shows, that was the one that was most talked about critically.
Yeah.
Right?
But
so I can see that.
I was saying, like, if The Bear is a comedy, Mr. and Mrs. Smith is a comedy.
I've only seen the pilot.
Changed my mind.
You know me. I just watch pilots.
Yeah, of course.
But
Was there not funny moments in this? Mr. Smith?
I can see what you're saying.
Right.
But I think it's also the half-hour to hour thing. Because there's no hour-long comedies in these awards, right? If it's a half hour,
like the Bear,
that's where they kind of cut it off to make it
a
comedy or a drama.
Oh wait, there's more. There's more drama series. Slow Horses.
Oh right.
I don't know.
There's 5 seasons of that, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Slow Horses? There was one. Is it the creator writer of Slow Horses was Will Smith?
I think I did see that.
Was it Slow Horses? Was it a different show?
Yeah, something.
Even Mekhi Phifer was like, Will Smith, and then this like white Will Smith guy who shows up and he's like, "Don't worry, I come in peace." He makes that joke. But that reminds me. Did you watch 30 Rock?
Just a few episodes here and there. Yeah.
There was a bit where Tina Fey was dating a guy named Wesley Snipes. It was a British guy played by like Michael Sheen.
Okay.
And he's like, "Who do you think looks more like a Wesley Snipes? That guy or me?" And then 3 Body Problem.
Really?
Yeah, it was nominated for Best Drama.
The Benioff and Weiss show?
Yeah. That was like its only nomination.
Interesting.
Yeah.
just the
top.
The biggest award.
Yeah,
of the
nothing else for it.
I feel like that one. I haven't seen it, but I feel like it kind of came and went a bit. But
there was
I don't know
controversy
if it's
around
good.
it, right?
Yeah, who knows?
There was controversy saying like, "Is this good?"
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna look up if it was nominated for anything else.
Calvin brings up a good point. Was Miss Maisel a comedy?
Nominated for 6 Emmys, 3 Body Problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Maisel was a comedy.
So that was nominated as a comedy? When that was going
definitely,
around?
definitely.
Okay, because those were longer episodes, right?
Those are an hour?
I think so. That's what Calvin says.
I guess so.
I think that's right.
Those are definitely comedies.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, who won lead actress in a drama series?
Okay. These ones you're going to have to give me the noms, I think. Let's see.
Well, I just gave you the shows that were nominated for Best Drama Series.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm assuming, was it Carrie Coon in Gilded Age? Who's in Gilded Age?
She was nominated.
Okay.
She did not win.
Oh, shit. Okay. Someone from The Crown?
Imelda Staunton was nominated, but did not win.
Okay. Someone from 3 Body Problem?
No one from the 3 Body.
Slow Horses?
No.
Okay. Shogun?
Yeah.
There's okay.
Anna Sawai.
Did they win?
They won.
All right. Okay. I'm sensing a theme here.
Well, here's another controversy.
Okay.
Outstanding lead actress in a drama. You got 2 leads in The Morning Show, and Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
Ooh, they're eating up the votes.
That's
tricky.
That's controversy.
Yeah. Okay.
But they did not win. Outstanding lead actor in a drama series.
Okay, it's got to be the main guy from Shogun. Hiroki Sanada?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to have more confidence.
Hiroyuki Sanada from Shogun won.
Okay. Did you ever watch that?
I didn't see Shogun, no.
I think I saw 3 episodes or so. I watched more than the pilot for that one. Pretty good. It's just I watch these things at like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
and I pass out, and I got to stop doing that.
That's what for like the heavy dramas, like we start it late and we just like fall asleep, like pass out.
Yeah, it's rough.
I'm like, you got to keep my attention.
I fell asleep.
Like,
I was so stoked. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch The Rundown. It was on Netflix, I think.
Dwayne Johnson movie?
With The Rock and Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
And I was like, this will keep me up. Literally fell asleep before I can even recall any scenes happening.
Really?
Yeah. It's
it's
rough
a problem,
out there.
you
It's
know?
rough out there on these couches, guys. You know.
We started watching Euphoria for the first time.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I've watched it while my wife watches it.
Okay.
So I know enough about what happens.
Really?
I know the major events, and it's a show.
It is. It's a wild show.
It's a show.
What?
Yeah.
What?
A lot going on.
What?
Yeah.
But when you watch it, like, holy shit, like every actor in this show has gone on to bigger and better things. Wow.
Production of that show is apparently insane, too.
What do you mean?
Just long hours, crazy,
Really?
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Why, there's controversy in the background?
Yeah, stuff with the creator. Budgets getting bigger and seasons getting delayed, shit like that. There's a bunch going on.
Because Laura was like, oh, this show ran for like 5 seasons. I was like, no, 2.
2.
But like, why?
Yeah.
Because of that?
I mean, I know the main Sam Levinson, I think.
Nepo Baby.
He did the Idol, and then he did I think a movie or 2 as well. It just takes long to make these things, I guess.
But like, Euphoria won the awards.
Yeah.
It was like a huge hit, and like, why not continue?
We've got to stop taking so much time making these 8-episode seasons.
They're
It's like,
hour long.
It's like, God damn, man.
Okay, outstanding limited or anthology series. Who won?
Okay, so,
Or who was nominated?
Okay, Fargo. I'm assuming was nominated.
Was nominated, yes.
Great season of Fargo.
Really? With John Hams?
Wonderful season.
Famously never won an Emmy as well.
Really?
I don't think he won for.
Oh, he kept losing to Cranston, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never won for.
Suck it,
Mad
John.
Men. Suck it, John Ham.
You're probably a nice guy.
All you have is your good looks.
And your mountains of wealth. Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, he won one in. Oh, he eventually won in 2015, the last season
after Breaking Bad was off
Mad
the air.
Men. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what did I say? Fargo, and then don't tell me there's like an American Horror Story in there or something.
No.
Okay.
Did that come out this year?
There's one every year. There's gotta be like 30 of those.
Ryan
Was there a
Murphy.
crime story? Any of the American stories in there?
No,
Okay.
no Americans.
Why can't I think of any other anthologies? Was there? Oh, Baby Reindeer.
That one, yes.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Okay.
Also, we have the Apple TV Plus show Lessons in Chemistry.
Oh, that was good.
You watched it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
That was a good show. I watched most of it. That was another thing my wife was watching, and then I kind of joined in.
Brie Larson,
times.
great actress, right?
Yeah. Also filmed in San Dimas, California.
Really?
Yeah. There's one scene, a couple scenes actually. When they're out on the lake, they filmed it at Bonelli Park in San Dimas.
Pudding
Also,
Stone.
yes.
Really?
Also, the Nicole Kidman show on Netflix
Perfect couple.
that just came out. I believe that was also filmed there.
Pudding Stone.
Yes.
Whoa.
Go to San Dimas, guys. All the big productions
All
are
the good
filming
stuff.
there. The Olympics are going there in a couple of years. It's gonna be awesome.
That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they're doing mountain biking there.
Really?
Yeah.
In 4 years.
Yeah. Can't wait.
What was I gonna say? A lot of Euphoria was filmed in Pomona.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
Right next to San Dimas.
Yeah.
What a thriving community in East Los Angeles County.
Right?
Oh,
Just
man.
The very, very far outskirts of LA County.
Right on San Bernardino Riverside.
Yeah.
Right there, but still technically LA. Oh, man. That's cool.
Okay. And then also, so Lessons in Chemistry, we got Ripley.
Oh,
Ripley? Not Ripley's Believe It or Not.
No, not
Ripley.
even the Alien
Not even
franchise
Ripley.
With
Dakota Fanning.
No. Is she in that?
Elle Fanning.
One of the Fannings?
Dakota
is in it?
Johnson.
It's the guy from
Don Johnson.
What's the guy's fucking name? He's in
All of Us Strangers.
All of Us Strangers, yeah. He was in the Fleabag show as well.
Oh, that was him?
Andrew
drama?
something.
Andrew Stanton.
Andrew Stanton, acclaimed Pixar director. Andrew something. That's the show he was in.
Yeah,
Right? Okay. So that was nominated as well. What?
I was nominated for anthology
Okay.
or limited series, and then True Detective Night Country.
Oh, right. That was also a thing this year. Okay. Watched the first 5 minutes of that and fell asleep.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah.
Even the very first season of True Detective, I fell asleep right away.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I was like, it's so slow, but I'm sure it's good. I just need to like sit down and watch it all.
I remember, oh my God, bringing it back, my internship interview.
Was for True Detective.
They asked me just during the small talk section, you watch a True Detective?
Oh, really?
I think it just had premiered at that point, I want to say.
The original first season?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was 2014, so it would have been then. I want to say that's when it was, or it was during the internship we were talking about. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Wild.
Leading actress in limited anthology series or movie.
Actress in anthology.
All those.
Leading actress? Okay,
Yeah.
so does the Baby Reindeer actress count as a lead, or is that
She's
supporting?
not a lead.
Ooh. Okay. This changes things. What were the other shows? Oh, Brie Larson?
No, she was nominated, did not win.
Damn it.
Oh, Juno Temple was in
Oh,
Fargo?
yeah. She was
didn't-
nominated too?
She did not win.
Fuck. Okay. We can do this, Cody. Any of the other shows that you mentioned?
Yes.
Someone in Ripley?
No.
Okay. Damn it. Okay. Who else?
Jodie Foster won.
Really?
Yeah, for Night Country.
Wow. I did not know that. Okay.
And then also nominated Sofia Vergara for Griselda.
For what?
Griselda.
What is Griselda?
You know when she plays Griselda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should have known.
And then Naomi
Okay.
Watts for Feud, Capote versus the Swans. You know that show?
Of course.
Feud.
Is that another Ryan Murphy joint?
Probably.
He's making so many damn shows. All right.
Outstanding lead actor in a limited anthology series or movie.
Lead actor in an anthology.
Yeah.
That's got to be the baby reindeer guy.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah.
Gadd.
Okay.
Andrew Scott was Ripley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
he was nominated for Ripley.
Okay.
Matt Bomer, Bomber.
One of those.
Fellow Travelers. John Hamm for Fargo and Tom Hollander for Feud.
Okay.
Capote versus the Swans.
Okay.
Best directing for a drama.
Are they still doing this based on one fucking episode that they submit?
Probably.
I hate the Emmys so much.
Why?
I would love to be nominated for one day.
They're not going to watch 10 seasons.
I think if you're a member of the
all 10
Television
episodes of a
Academy, you should
season.
be watching all the television
No.
shows. I don't think that's such a hot take.
Even people who vote for the president of the United States don't watch everything that they do.
Fair, I guess. Directing for a drama? I guess I'm going to guess Shogun.
Yeah.
For what, the pilot?
It doesn't say which one, but yeah, Shogun.
Okay.
Yep. Also
Good job.
nominated The Crown, The Morning Show, Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Okay.
and Slow Horses.
Pilot for Mr. and Mrs. Smith was pretty good.
Hiro Murai.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? That's right. Yeah. I think I remember seeing his name pop
He's
up.
the best.
Yeah.
Oh, and also,
I'm ready.
surprised you didn't get this. Best directing for a drama series, Sally Richardson Whitfield for Winning Time. The Rise of the Lakers
that
Dynasty.
won?
No, that was nominated.
Oh.
I said also nominated.
Is that their one nomination for season 2?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I missed that show already.
I didn't know season 2 was eligible.
It's so great. Oh, man.
That show could have been so good.
It was so good.
It could have been.
You watch yourself.
Could have been great.
It was good.
It could have been so good.
Okay, those are the major ones?
Best directing for a comedy series.
Ooh. Okay, so the bear. It's
Yeah.
got to be the... Ooh, which one do? They do Fishes or they do Forks? I'm assuming Fishes.
It doesn't say that. At least on this website, it doesn't
Oh,
say
right.
the,
Okay.
the
Got it.
episode. But yeah, Christopher Storer for The Bear,
Okay.
who also was nominated for The Bear directing. Do you
Okay.
know? No, do you know who else was nominated? Big name
For directing comedy?
for The Bear, specifically.
There was
Another director for The Bear.
I know... no, she did one for season 3.
Who did?
How do you... Is it Io Itaberry?
She directed an episode?
Itaberry?
Oh, wow.
She did an episode. Yeah,
Cool.
probably the best episode of season 3.
Wow.
In season 2.
Yeah. And I think he might have directed an episode in season 1, or maybe a couple episodes.
Let's go
Maybe
with
not.
Zach Braff.
No. Rami Youssef.
Really?
Yeah, he directed some episodes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Also nominated Randall Einhorn for Abbott Elementary.
Einhorn. Okay.
He did a bunch of Sunny in Philadelphia episodes.
Okay.
Guy Ritchie for The Gentleman and Lucia Agnello for Hacks.
Have we done comedy series yet?
Not like who won comedy
yeah.
series. And also the Miss Pat show was nominated. Mary Lou Belly.
Miss Pat?
I don't know what that
Miss
is.
Pat. There's too much television.
Yeah. Wait, did I do comedy?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. You don't know which movie or show won best comedy series? Outstanding comedy series?
It's got to be The Bear if everybody's upset about it. No?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit.
It was an upset.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Let me read them off and you tell me which one won.
All right.
So we'll start with What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay.
Reservation Dogs.
Heard that's great. Watch the pilot.
Hacks. Palm Royale. Only Murders in the Building. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Abbott Elementary. Or The Bear.
Okay, that's like 9 nominations.
Yeah.
Okay, Abbott Elementary's been around for like 5 years. I don't see it randomly. Maybe, I don't know. Shit.
Which one won?
what
Outstanding
else was there?
comedy series. You want me to go down the list again?
Just quickly.
Hacks, Abbott Elementary,
Hacks.
The Bear, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Only Murders in the Building, Palm Royale, Reservation Dogs, What We Do in the Shadows.
Only Murders in the Building.
No.
Ah!
One more.
It's not What We Do in the Shadows.
No, it's Hacks.
Hacks won?
Hacks won Outstanding Comedy Series.
Okay, so hold on now. So this is for season
3.
Are we sure about this?
Yeah. That was the one nominated.
Okay, but that
one
aired.
eligible.
That just aired.
Yeah. No. They fit it right in the window.
Wait, come on.
They fit it in the window.
Okay. I guess it would be because season 2 was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Well, that's cool. I like that show.
Good show.
All right.
What
I feel like I've done okay, all things considered.
I haven't been keeping track. Oh yeah, look at this. Best writing for a drama series. Will Smith.
That's
Slow
fantastic.
Horses. Supporting actor. Best talk series.
Okay.
Writing in a comedy series. Hacks won for writing. Oh, this was some controversy. Best talk series. The Daily Show won.
Right. Yeah.
And Jon Stewart went up to go accept it.
Okay, so when he took back over, but when he started doing it again, is that part of the window?
I guess, or he's producing.
Because I feel like he just started a couple months ago.
Because so that one, and then Jimmy Kimmel comes out later. And he says, "Jon Stewart, you son of a bitch! You said you were retiring."
That's fine. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Daily Show beat Jimmy Kimmel Live, Late Night with Seth Meyers, and Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much the top. I don't know what else.
Well, it seemed like it was a good show.
Gene Smart won for Hacks.
Really?
Yeah, the lead.
Okay.
For the comedy series.
Did Hannah Einbinder win?
No.
Okay.
Who won? Oh, okay. Who won supporting actress in a comedy series? You don't know this? Answer?
Hannah's considered a supporting? I'm assuming she was nominated.
She was nominated for Hacks. She did not win.
Okay. From The Bear?
Which one?
I just botched her name.
No.
No. There's I don't know her name, but she plays the other person that works there.
The Mexican?
Yeah.
Say it. The Mexican. Say it. Say it, you son of a bitch.
I don't know her name.
Liza Colon-Zayas.
Okay.
She won.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Surprised she won for season 2 though, because she had a big standout episode in season 3. So I'm curious.
Maybe people were just confused. Like, am I voting for season 1 or season 2 or 3?
That was the episode, by the way, directed by
Rama Youssef?
No, by Io.
Oh.
Is it Io or Ao?
Ao.
No. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
She wasn't nominated for supporting, so was she on?
What? She's
lead?
Probably a lead. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think her and Jeremy are probably leads.
I don't see.
Gotta be.
Yeah, she's lead.
Yeah.
Extended lead actress. She lost to Gene Smart.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Jeremy Allen White won for The Bear for lead actor in a comedy series. Billy Crudup for The Morning Show for supporting actor in a drama series.
Really? He beat Eben. Then, right?
No, it's a drama series.
Oh God damn it, Cody! Get your shit together.
Eben Moss Baccarat won for The Bear.
Okay.
For supporting actor in a comedy. That's the one where I'm like the guy, like Cam, Eric Stone Street won for Modern Family, and now it's The Bear.
Yeah.
Like totally different. Like, yeah.
I get it. Every episode still makes me laugh.
Really?
A few times though. I love that show so much.
The Bear?
Yeah.
Oh, well, every time somebody won from The Bear or the show would win, they would play the music.
Oh, nice.
That was sick. Every time they would win, it was yeah.
So good.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Is that all we got?
It might be. Let me take a look at my
What else
topics
did I
here.
have? I had Euphoria.
I had
Beetlejuice. Emmys.
Let's see here. Emmys debate. Rich Eisen stole my joke. We can do that next week.
Rich Eisen?
Yeah, NFL Network guy stole my joke.
He's still around?
Dave Grohl is a whore.
That was a shock to see.
He's a rock star. You know, I feel like that still happens these days, right? Don't these people
infidelity?
I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying I'm not surprised.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
but
famous people are gonna.
I think because his persona is like, oh, he seems
he's
like a
the
sweet
nice guy.
nice guy.
Sure. I get
and
it.
Boom, baby with another woman.
I get it. Yeah.
Damn.
Probably someone who's a lot younger than him too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't.
Maybe he went older. You don't know.
I saw a couple episodes of English Teacher on FX.
I watched the pilot.
Yeah, pretty good. I laughed a lot. I like the principal and the PE teacher a lot in that show.
The PE teacher was fun.
Yeah.
Principal, I forget. Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
I rewatched Falling Down recently. This is so random. Have you seen Falling Down?
No.
Oh my God, that movie's amazing. Michael Douglas. Are you familiar with this?
Never heard.
Speaking of Foo Fighters, have you seen the video for Walk?
Learning to walk again.
Yeah. So it's a spoof of Falling Down. But Michael Douglas is just stuck in traffic. Life's not going great for him. He just says fuck it and gets out of his car and like he doesn't go on like a spree, but like actions like just keep snowballing and like the cops are basically after him at some point.
It just gets
like,
crazy.
Yeah, and like it's the movie's fucking great. I love Falling Down. I rewatched it recently and it's just wonderful stuff. I think you'd like it a lot. It's good shit.
From the 90s, 2000s?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's like early 90s, I want to say. But yeah, I think that's it. I think Agatha All Along comes out this week.
Wednesday.
What's it about? I don't know.
Did you watch WandaVision?
I did.
You watched WandaVision?
I did.
Then you don't know who
That was an
Agatha...
exciting time. WandaVision was an exciting time.
That was during
in
the pandemic,
streaming
right?
world. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know who Agatha Harkness is.
Yes. I'm surprised that you do. But yeah.
I worked on it.
Oh. Forgive me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's Agatha Harkness's story about you know, at the end of WandaVision, she lost all her powers.
Yeah.
Wanda
kind of a fucked up scene there.
Vision
Yeah.
took her powers.
Right.
Just stranded her into a neighborhood.
Okay.
And was like, figure it out.
Yeah.
Now she's back.
Okay.
Trying to get her powers
She's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 episodes released on Wednesday.
Okay.
And they'll be released, I think, two a week until first week of November.
I'm loving prepared Brian.
Yeah.
Informed Brian is great.
Yeah.
This is good shit. Gotta have
out.
these for all of our topics, man.
Produced by Mary Lavanos, written, directed, and produced by Jack Schaefer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Who was the key grip, Brian?
I don't know that.
Okay.
But yeah, you got your Agatha Harkness, played by, of course, Catherine Hahn. Yeah,
yes,
you got
course,
Catherine Hahn. You got Joe Locke playing the teen character.
Mm-hmm.
You got some appearances by Zashir Zameda.
I think Aubrey Plaza's in it as well. Yeah.
Okay. We got Patti LuPone.
Okay.
Deborah Jo Rupp and Ali Hahn. Yeah.
Okay.
All good actresses. All ready to.
What a delightful surprise this has been. You being informed on Agatha all along. Yeah.
It's coming out Wednesday.
Never in a million years did I thought this was going to happen.
September 18th.
Okay.
2 episodes drop on Disney Plus.
Okay, maybe I'll check it out then.
Check it out.
You convinced me by these wonderful facts that you have.
2 episodes at a time.
All right.
Sounds line up with the Halloween season.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Perfect timing on that.
Are you watching the Spookies yet or no? Laura refuses. She's like, it is not spooky season yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's
too early.
Yeah,
it's not Halloween.
You got to wait till it gets in the 70s temperature-wise at least. It's still too damn hot to be considered spooky season.
Okay, yeah. Temperature drops.
I played a horror game. Does that count?
Sure.
I finally finished The Quarry.
The Quarry,
which is like a literally kind of like a choose your own adventure type thing. You familiar with Until Dawn or anything like that? You ever hear about that?
No.
Basically, it's basically the plot of a horror movie, a bunch of camp counselors in the woods or whatever. But your actions in the game decide like who lives or dies, and it's very interesting. Finally beat it. My ending was terrible. Everybody died. Very disappointing on my part. I couldn't name the gun, so everybody just got killed by the monsters.
Oh my gosh.
It was not good. I need to replay it and actually be good at this shit to have a better story probably. But finished that last night.
Oh wow.
That was something that I did. I watched
a PS3, PS5,
PS5, Brian. Come on.
My God, it's on a 5.
What are we doing here? That was 4 years ago that console came out.
Oh my God.
That was a wild time when everyone was trying to get a PS5.
PS5.
That was fun.
Really?
That was a fun time. That was the height of the pandemic.
They were going on sale for like $1,000.
Yeah, and like you're refreshing Best Buy and the Sony website and all that. That was a wild time for sure. Yeah. Anyway,
can't do it.
Yeah. Only other thing I had in my notes was my son did soccer tryouts the other day. Was you ready for how in depth this was, Brian?
How?
We got there. We waited in line for a half hour.
That's not bad.
Well, when we got kids with you, very impatient children.
True.
And then you get there and he kicked a ball, and they said, "All right, that's good. We'll let you know."
Just one ball, not even a.
You kicked it. He kicked it a couple times. On the way to the net, and then eventually it just rolled in there, and then he was good to go.
So they knew, like, all right, maybe
we'll get a call back, see where he
it
gets drafted. I'm hoping for an early round pick.
Oh, okay.
We'll see if we get a call.
What's the purse on that? How much you get paid for the first round draft pick?
We'll see. We got an agent. We're going to negotiate and try to get a fair deal. We know the salary cap in the league is kind of handcuffs us a little bit, but we want to be paid our value. So we're going to see what happens here.
Oh yeah, you got to hold out.
We'll go to the right situation. If San Diego drafts us, we're not going to go there. We're only going to go to the big markets.
Oh yeah.
So keep in mind. We'll keep track of this and see where we go. But,
yes.
Yeah. That was an Eli Manning joke. Did you get that?
I don't know.
Oh man, is that too dated of a joke? 2004, he was drafted by the Chargers, and then
was he really? Oh, and then he went to the Giants.
Yeah, his parents famously said he's not going to play in San Diego. You remember this?
No.
Oh man, what a time!
I was 14 in 2004. I wasn't following.
You're too busy watching fucking Fargo at this point.
I wasn't following the trades of Eli Manning.
You watching football though?
No? I watched a little bit of it, but I haven't followed through with
Red Zone the other day. Yesterday.
I can't do that.
Red Zone did a 10 box, Brian. 10 games at once to hit us with.
I can't. I'm not gonna get.
My brain exploded. I couldn't handle it.
Is it all on YouTube TV now?
Yeah, YouTube TV has a Sunday Ticket, so they have Red Zone.
Yeah, the Red Zone. So it's just boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Why?
Too much dopamine. Too much excitement.
Are you still a Broncos fan or a Seahawks fan? What the fuck are you following?
I used to follow Broncos, but was like.
They're on their 8th quarterback in 6 years. Okay, so
Follow was
hope.
really pushing it. I was not following them.
Okay. I was gonna say you can just do Sunday Ticket and just watch the Bronco games.
No. Isn't that still like $300 or something?
You split it with people. You find your ways to do it.
Who are you
I
splitting?
I split it with 2 other people.
Is that legal?
Yeah. It's called a family plan.
Look
it up.
Look up a family. I can't. Can't
handle
give
it.
my full attention. I wish I could. I wish like
have you ever tried fantasy football?
I did like once or twice.
Because I feel like you'd have fun with that. No. That would get you into it.
It got a little bit.
Okay.
I followed it a little bit, but I didn't like set my lineup every week. I just like had my team, and I was like, I just play.
Oh man. Okay.
No.
I feel like that's a good gateway to getting people into the sport.
Yeah, like a drug.
But okay. Yeah.
No.
Then you get to the hard shit, like the 10 buck on Red Zone. That's the hard drugs.
That's the hard drug. That's the euphoria drug. No, I wish I could like follow along and care to like hold a conversation about like, the Celtics are just fucking like, or any kind of sports.
I was about to say, that's basketball now. So now you're off to a bad start.
Just like caring about like, because to me, I'm like, you could say that a team is good, but they're not. Like,
it's too early, week 2. We just don't know.
Or just like they lost. Like you say, but we tried our best. We could have had them.
Just got to keep grinding,
But you didn't. You lost.
110%.
Like
we'll regroup for next week.
Like, what are you guys talking about? How can you regroup and talk all this?
We just have to prepare.
How can
game plan and execute? What is confusing about that? How
can you have a 24-hour network talking about what could have happened?
Oh man,
what will happen, and what like the outcomes of nothing.
I can't tell you how grateful I am that I got in early on the NFL Network back when that first debuted 22 years ago or whatever that was. Watching that at that time was magic. Like, oh my God. Back when Rich Eisen had hair and wasn't stealing my jokes, he was fantastic. That whole crew, Adam Schefter was on NFL Network at the time. It was before he moved to ESPN. What a fun lineup that was. Oh man. Anyway.
Back in the day.
NFL Network. All right. I suppose that's probably our show for the night. Much smoother. How'd the video and the audio go tonight, guys?
I think it worked.
Everything looked good?
It's working.
All right. Fuck yeah.
We're running it off this small laptop right here.
We figured it out. When in doubt, just go smaller. Size doesn't always matter.
Exactly.
For performance.
Ladies.
Sometimes the little thing just works out for you.
Exactly.
Consider that. If there's one thing to
consider.
Take
away from this 2-hour stream.
I need to end this before I just say something. All right, here we go. So up next, let me pull up. Did I pull up the Patreon name?
Patreon what?
There we go. Patreon name shout-outs, guys.
Were there any comments?
Oh, yeah. There was a super
Streamlabs?
chat. I think Wiley sent us one. Thank you, Wiley. You just reminded us. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Wiley said, would love to know. First off, thank you for the donation. Appreciate you, buddy. Would love to know what you were like at 24. I am 24 and just graduated college and looking for a job and starting my master's degree next week for music business. Would like to feel better at my spot. Well, I'll tell you what. Don't intern for Funny or Die. Or don't interview for Funny or Die. Okay, Wiley? But how were you at 24, Brian?
24.
Are you different than you were at
Oh, yeah, 100%.
44, which you
100%.
are now?
Yeah. Now
Okay.
I'm 54.
Okay.
No, completely different.
Okay.
And you'll learn this, Wiley. 10 years later, you'll just be like, holy fuck, like how Cody looks back and he's like, I can't stop thinking about how fucking embarrassing and shameful all that was. All the stuff I did.
Try to move
24.
past those moments is what we try to recommend.
Exactly. Yeah, because you're gonna fuck up. Yeah, your early to mid 20s, even later 20s, you're just gonna figure a bunch of shit out and fuck up everything because no one is telling you anything, and you're just gonna figure it out on your own.
And going back to what I was saying about, because you're going for music, right? Was your schooling
music business?
I feel comfortable with the fact that you went for your passion. You know, like similar to what my thing. Like you're not gonna be 50 looking back, like, man, I wish I got into music. You know.
Yeah.
So even if it takes a minute to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it too much. And things are gonna work themselves out. You're young, man.
Yeah.
24.
Just do what you want. Put in the work.
We didn't even start this podcast when we were 24 yet.
No.
Man, that was such a long time ago. I didn't even know you when I was 24.
No.
Man.
I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to find a job.
Yeah.
I don't think I got like my real legit job until I was like 25.
Check out the Temp Diaries, Wiley. Maybe you'll find one there. Entertainmentcareers.net.
Yeah.
Get the paid thing if you have to.
Stuff in my life started happening in 25 when I was finally getting like money.
Yeah.
And then even then, like it's just started happening like a couple years ago.
I would say you don't even figure out who you are as a person until your late 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe 30, I would say.
Yeah.
So you figure you out, Wiley, and everything else will kind of follow. But that's pretty good advice, no?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I will add on top of that, not to squash your advice.
Okay.
Figure it out. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna try. You're gonna
fail.
You're gonna fail.
That's a big one,
and that's fine. But keep a positive attitude and just give everything your all.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where anything could lead to, and just don't be that negative asshole. It's just like fuck this, fuck that, fuck you, because nobody wants to be around that guy.
It's the classic Conan O'Brien clip that he said when he left the Tonight Show, where he's like, "Don't be cynical.
Yeah.
Like if you just work hard and you're kind, cool things will happen." Basically.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to live, I'd say.
And that's how I have gotten every job that I've gotten
by not being an asshole and being
I'm an
hardworking
asshole in some ways of just like this guy's a prick, right?
Yeah.
But don't be a complete cynical asshole and just hate everything, because people can feel that, and they can feel when you're just negative about everything and hateful about everything, to the point of just like everyone's like, dude, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, what's your problem? Like,
why are you here?
Why are you so angry and upset? And just like, just be nice and work hard.
Be passionate. Be happy.
Yeah.
Good things will happen.
Yeah.
All right. That was a nice little message for the end of this episode.
You really like that ending of Conan O'Brien's.
Oh, I had that quote as my Facebook quote for the longest time. You know how you can have quotes back in the day on Facebook, back in 2014, when you can have like quotes at the bottom of your page. I had that one on there. Yeah. That was. Did I tell you I reread that book recently too?
What book?
The War for Late Night.
Oh no, I've never read it.
Oh, it's so it's so good. It's that was part of the Cody read a book series that we did here on the show. But wonderful
I
read.
Following all that, and especially when Conan went on Letterman and they talked, or Letterman was like, I hear people saying, "Don't blame Jay Leno" or something, or "Don't blame Conan," and he's like, "Who's blaming Conan?" Like no one is blaming Conan.
Wow, that was only like a week or two. Also, right? Like that was just such a wild time.
Yeah, Letterman was having a blast because he was just like off to the side, just like, what is going on over there? I'm just doing my show that I've built this empire with.
Yeah,
and I'm having a fun time. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now we're doing the Patreon sound.
Patreon.
I think we're good. Okay.
Read some names.
All right, guys. Let's see how this goes. I know last week the levels were a little off on my part with some of these sound bites, but
we'll see.
All right. So once again, this is the segment of the show where we give verbal shout-outs to the people pledged to us at the $15 tier and up on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for your support.
Woo!
We made a recent big short film because of you guys, which we're hopefully releasing soon. And we can make.
Public yet?
It's not public yet.
Whoa.
Probably soon, I'd say. We'll keep you posted on that. We continue to make more because of you guys. So thank you so much. Let's go. Brian, are you ready? I don't know why I'm asking you because I'm doing both.
You're doing it all, yeah.
All right, here we go. Aaron Woodley.
I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday.
Alec Ramler Young.
It's good.
Alexis Lopez.
John Clady comes up to Bruce at a party. He's like, I'm talking to this great guy. He's really funny. What's your name? Raz Al Ghul?
Alexa.
Is that Alexa?
Yeah.
No, Alexa has something she wants to say. Okay.
It triggered it.
By saying Alexa. Oh!
Yeah.
I almost said it again.
Yeah.
All right.
She's listening.
Arcadio Castellanos.
25.
Billy Storley.
As soon as Eric finishes, we'll...
Bobby Mitchell. Money. Oh, my right, guys. Cash money. Brian Arsenault.
Oh, dude, I can't even. Okay, first of all, well, fuck it. Brian, how was your week? Well, first of all, I wanted to ask you guys about your weekends, but
Brian D.
Dick.
Brian King.
Do you feel like shit for being white, Cody?
Hey now. Chris Jones.
Drink lots of water, and stay hydrated, obviously. That's the same thing.
Cindy Perez. Hi, Cindy.
Going to Gooseland, where I'm gonna do farming with crops and raise a pack of geese.
It's the pauses in
was
between.
rough.
It's the
That was
pauses in between him
That was
just
rough to
trying
hit.
to find it.
Geese.
Geese. Where is it? Connor Kennedy.
HBO's got the hits. Have you guys went through that library? I was like trying to figure out a word. That's rough too. It's pretty rough. Pandemic times are rough.
Oh shit, where was it? FS1138.
Hey, little buddy.
Giuseppe.
Let me hear you, Glendale!
Harley Payne.
Please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't.
James Lavario.
She clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she sighed. But if I hadn't taken you in by now, you truly would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying, thank you, ma'am, the snake gave her a vicious bite. Surprise. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, but why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman.
Meant to play it at the end. What is going on there?
What is that?
That's Trump at around. I don't know. Christian sent me. He sends me like 4 links every week to say
About
about
Trump?
stuff that's just Trump.
Like following Trump.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. That was at a rally, and he was just reading a passage of something there.
Did
that
you?
Was, that was wild.
You watched the debate, right?
I did. I did not clip out the fucking we're eating or they're eating dogs moment. I'm so mad at myself.
The debate part that I thought was funny. I mean, all of it was hysterical and sad. But when Kamala is just like going about Trump, like just going through like a laundry list of shit he's like bad at and shit that's wrong with him.
Yeah.
But she also mentions like people were at his rallies and they leave halfway through.
That's what got it.
And that's the thing that like stuck.
Yeah.
And he's like, first of all,
yeah,
they're not
It was-
leaving. Like,
Yeah.
She went on about like all these policies and everything and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, first of all, my rally.
we had the biggest crowds. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows it. That
They're
and,
not leaving.
that and when she was like, he got fired by 81 million people. Like that was like a jab.
That
It
was such a
oh,
line.
Oh,
That
oh,
was
you
that
got
was,
him. You got him.
That was
there.
written by Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah. Is she actually a writer?
There was rumors about that.
Actually,
I don't know if that's true or not, but
All
that
right.
was such a line, and even he rolled his eyes.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
But people did not leave his rallies.
The biggest crowd size.
Yeah.
I said James Lavario, right? Julia Connor. John Noto.
And it's bad news. Bad things are happening.
Carl Soderback.
Residents are reporting that the migrants are walking off with the town's geese.
Goose geese.
Kat Berger.
They take in the geese.
Kyle Johnson.
Geese.
Maris Thornton.
You know where the geese are? In the park, in the lake.
Thank you. Michael Bittner. Nick Wade. Owen Hart.
Mom, I'm sorry.
Ruben E25.
I love you so much.
Sangley.
You can do it, baby.
Senior film.
Yogurt delivery women are more than food couriers. They're family.
It's a great one. It's a great old one right there.
We're out.
No, I got some more. Who is that? Is that senior film?
Senior film's next. Yeah. Are you?
I feel like I
out?
said no. I got some here. Sergio Castaneda.
A lot of fucking YouTube ads. What's the deal with this, guys?
Sheridan Bonds.
Listen. I felt I'm like 50. I batted 500. Jesus.
Stephanie Merritt.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Stefan Zalosi.
Thank you guys for coming to New Jersey with me and singing Santa Claus is coming to town.
Terry Stockwell.
Just to make sure there's no fraudulent behavior going on.
Stop the steal. Stop the steal.
You know what we're talking about. It might have happened.
TJ Jones.
The little dirty boy in the store.
Tyler Eklund.
Magic.
Vin Kocha.
Residents are reporting that the migrants are walking off with the town's geese. They take in the geese.
Wiley Todd is the last one.
Geese.
Geese. Thank you guys so much. Let me play one more here for you.
I'm out of breath. Let's go. Let's wrap it up. Come on. Vote for me. Do it in the YouTube chats. Is the vote up? Is the poll up?
Stay tuned, by the way.
Oh.
Volume 5. We have not announced the date yet. We have almost done it multiple times. But I believe we're going to announce the date not next week, but the week after, hopefully.
You guys have
That's where we're going to announce the future day.
teased volume 5?
We've said, yeah, it's in the works. But
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Exciting things are happening.
Ooh.
Very exciting things. All right. Let me get the music set up. Brian, I think we're good to go. Are you ready? Anything else you want to say?
No.
I'm proud of us. We had a good
Yeah,
show here
we
tonight.
did it.
That was good.
We did it.
Even though 8 guests said no, we still came out here and put on a good program.
Yeah. One day we'll get them back.
Yeah, one day. All right.
Do I hit the outro now?
Yep. 3,
All right.
2, 1.
So special thanks to these patrons.
Oh, did we get that set? Is that still the... Cool. I didn't know we had that.
I don't know. What happened? Wait, outro's playing reaction shot. Do I play that? Do I play plugs? What do I do?
You're good. You just stay right there.
Do
You're
I
doing
just
great,
stop
sweetie.
the stream?
They take in the geese.
Stop the steal?
They're taking the geese.
They take in the geese.
We're a little box now.
The little dirty boy in the store.
We're little dirty boys in the store.
That's right.
Are these old comments? Because I didn't update these
I think they're...
from like 2 weeks ago now. Better the Titans than the Cowboys.
They're at least like a
month old.
couple weeks old. Yeah,
Oh.
one of them mentioned Alien Romulus.
Oh, we're out of
Yeah.
focus now.
Oh, shit. What have I done? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Good thing we're only out of focus at the end. Now we can finish. In focus.
Going to Gooseland, where I'm gonna crop do farming with crops and raise a pack of geese.
Later.
Geese.